Shaw's and Star Market, Safety Insurance, Town Fair Tire, Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train, Ticketmaster, your New England toy dealers, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, TD Bank, Service Credit Union, and by Catches Law.
2 seconds, 1 second, it's over. The Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
And by Dairy Queen, Peerless Boilers, your New England Chevy dealers, Timber Tech Decking and Railing, Charles D. Sheehy, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Live Nation, your Boston area Lexus dealers, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
After 39 long years, the Cup is back home. The Bruins are 2011 Stanley Cup champions.
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
From Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia, this is Boston Bruins hockey. Tonight, the Bruins playing their first game of the new year and hoping to ride the momentum of their New Year's Eve win as they take on the Vancouver Canucks. Great to have you with us along with Bob Beers. I'm Ryan Johnston. Tonight's storylines are brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, where dependability comes standard. On Wednesday night, Bruins wrapped up 2025 with a 6-2 win over the Edmonton Oilers, which brought an end to the team's 6-game losing streak. The 6-goal output in that game matched the total number of goals they had scored in the previous 4 outings. Marco Sturm's team had a power play goal. They went 5-for-5 on the penalty kill, and they got great goaltending from Jeremy Swayman to slow down Connor McDavid and company.
You talk about 3 things: the 5-on-5 play, to control 97-29. Obviously, their speed. We talked about special teams. They have to come up big. PK did. And also power play. Scored at the end of the day, a big goal. Get us going. And we talked about Swayman or the goalies. They have to get us a game here. So everything worked out.
Yeah, I'd like to see special teams heading in a better direction. The penalty kill was really important in that game against the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton's got the #1 power play in the NHL. So being strong on the PK was good for them. You don't want to take that many penalties. It's still an issue for them. It's been an issue all year long and continues to be. So, that's one spot that you kind of look at. Don't take the penalties, but the PK was strong. Swayman was strong in that game. Some of the saves he made on Connor McDavid were outstanding. McDavid had 9 shots in that game.
Yeah.
He was all over the place. He was... I know people out west get to see him all the time. We get to see him twice a year live. He's phenomenal. And Swayman had the answers to him most of the night. He made that one great play to Hyman that Swayman had no chance on, but he was able to keep McDavid off the board, off the score sheet in terms of goal scoring in that game. And a lot of it, or some of it at least, was penalty killing. So nice job by the Bruins PK-wise. They've done a nice job here the last 3 games on the penalty kill. Unfortunate that they lost on a 4-on-3 against the Calgary Flames, because up until 8 seconds left, they had killed everything on that, and they actually had some shorthanded chances in overtime to win it. So that's a sign of things going in the right direction, but you don't want to continue to test it. And power play-wise, they're still trying to kind of get back on track a little bit on the power play.
Well, 1-1-1 on the road trip so far. They snapped that 6-game losing streak. Earlier this season, when the Bruins had a 6-game losing streak, when they snapped it, they went on a run and won 8 of their next 9. Tonight, Marco Sturm hoping to build off of Wednesday's win for a 2nd victory in a row.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we were getting closer in Calgary. Definitely got it in Edmonton the other night. So now we want to continue that streak. I mean, those are big games here coming up. Those 2 on the road, and we want to go home happy. And that means if we can stay above 500, that would be excellent.
Yeah, so I thought things started to turn in the right direction against Calgary. I really did. I mean, it was a good game against Calgary. They ended up losing in overtime. Like we said, we referenced on the power play. But there were a lot of good things to take out of the Calgary game. I think they liked the way that they played. There were still things that they wanted to clean up. But they liked a lot of the details that they took care of against the Calgary Flames. Against Edmonton, again, a strong game. They talked about the last time they played Edmonton a couple weeks ago back in TD Garden, they gave them too much respect. They didn't forecheck at all in that game. Right. They were just so concerned about McDavid and Draisaitl. They were backing off at all points and, just trying to clog up the neutral zone. And they did a pretty good job of that. There were no 5-on-5 goals by those 2 players in the game at the TD Garden. McDavid had a power play goal and a shorthanded goal, but so he's going to beat you in different ways. But they did a nice job of shutting him down in 5-on-5, but they didn't really get to their game. They didn't really get to their forechecking game. So that was the biggest difference in Edmonton. They got a lead early. They forechecked. They put Edmonton back up against the glass, and then you had a couple of guys that they don't want to play defense. Most teams don't. Some teams are comfortable with it, but a lot of defense, but they don't want to be going back for pucks, and you put it behind them, and know that they're going to get banged every time you dump a puck in. And I think it showed as the game went on. The Bruins finished that game off. They finished it off strong and played the right way. Now they've got to continue it here, against a Vancouver team.
Well, as they come here to Vancouver, it's a homecoming for the Bruins. Fraser Minten, he'll get to play an NHL game here on the Rogers Arena ice, where he grew up watching the Canucks and doing what he thought would help him fulfill his dream of becoming an NHL player.
I wasn't, scoring every shot or dominating with skill or size when I was younger, so that was kind of my way to stay at the highest level, was be good defensively, play the right way, and work hard.
Yeah, so the Bruins have, 6 or 7 players that are plus players. Fraser Minten's a +8. He's had a strong. The leader in the clubhouse right now is Jonathan Aspro. In 21 games, he's a +10. Minten's a +8. Kind of shows you where his game is. He's not putting up a ton of points, but that's going to come, I think. We'll see. He's as advertised right now. Quiet, goes about his business. Most nights he does his job, and that's a 200-foot game, especially to be conscious in your own end. He's getting some second power play time right now. He's taking some faceoffs. He's killing penalties. So they're slowly giving him a little bit more responsibility. He's playing with Pastrnak. It's not like Fraser Minten's going to be the answer for Pastrnak scoring goals, but he can cover up for some things when they're not going well. So if you're trying to spread out the wealth offensively for the Bruins, and Pastrnak was on the score sheet, 2 goals and an assist the other day against Edmonton, I think Fraser Minten's going to be a part of that, making sure that he's conscious in his own zone, taking care of, responsible in his own zone, face-off wise, and then just continue to get better and better at the offensive side of things. And then, where it plays out, he may not be there next game, but for right now, he's in the middle with Pastrnak on his right, and it's been a good fit. Well,
there's no question he's earned the trust of Marco Sturm. He says he just doesn't get himself into trouble, and he had a couple of assists the other night playing alongside Pastrnak as well.
He had a rough game, I think, against Buffalo, and then he bounced back with 2 strong games.
Right.
Calgary and Edmonton.
Yeah, in fact, they joked about it over the last couple of days. Probably one of the worst games he's had happen against these Vancouver Canucks in Boston a few weeks ago. Had a couple of mistakes in that game. He'll see if he can put that behind him tonight. Bruins turn the calendar to 2026 tonight. They also start the second half of their season. 41 games in, 3 games above the 500 mark coming into this one, 44 points so far. Third straight game, Marco Sturm going to stick with the same lineup. Jeremy Swayman will get the start in goal once again. As we count you down to puck drop, here's what's on deck, brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. We'll go around the NHL, including the Penguins, an afternoon win in Detroit.
Stretch pass ahead, it's Chinakhov in the crease. He scores! The first goal for Igor Chinakhov as a Penguin.
I'll chat with Bruins head coach Marco Sturm.
It's a young group now. They don't have nothing to lose. After the trade, they're in a rebuild, but they have some really good young players.
And up next, we'll talk about these Vancouver Canucks here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealer.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Artificial intelligence, AI, has made my life so much easier. So has IA. Yep, my independent agent. She's a wizard when it comes to delivering great coverage at a great price. She bundled our home and auto with safety insurance. And with Safety's app that monitors driving habits, we saved even more. AI is great. For insurance, so is real intelligence. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll help you manage life storms.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season and helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord, a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot, or a 0.99% APR on a 2025 Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Matty Beniers, wide to the left wing boards, back into the slot, watching Demko. He dekes to the forehand and scores. A beautiful goal by Matty Beniers ends the game for Seattle.
Back in Vancouver, second and final regular season meeting between the Bruins and the Canucks. When last we saw the Canucks, they were on the heels of trading away Quinn Hughes, but went on a 4-game winning streak. That included a shootout win at TD Garden on December the 20th. Since then, they've gone 1-3-1. Last night, Adam Foote's team rallied back from a 2-goal deficit to lose to Seattle in a shootout 4-3.
The resilience, I mean, we started to pick it up in the second period, and then you guys saw the beginning of the third. It seemed like we were rolling, and we had some good things happen. But, you know, it's tough when you get down 3-1, but we fought back, and it would have been nice to get one in the 4-on-3.
Yeah, when you just look at statistics and chances, or at least attempts, you know, they had a pretty good game. You know, sometimes that doesn't tell the whole story, but they had a pretty solid game. They're not a good team at home for whatever reason. Yeah. It's been a strange record for the Vancouver Canucks. Only 4 wins at home this season out of, 18 games. Yeah, so 4-12-2. So when Vancouver was at the TD Garden, it was one of the more disappointing games, I thought, from the Bruins standpoint, in terms of it was a winnable game. And they end up shooting themselves in the foot, you know, on a number of occasions throughout that game. And they got 1 point out of it, but end up losing. So, you know, this is one, and I mean, I think we were talking about during the game, like, this is a winnable game. You guys can pull it together. Yeah. You're going to get yourself 2 points here. And, you know, you hate giving away points. You hate, and they've done that so many times this year. You know, when you look at the Bruins record, how many times have they stolen a game, like where they didn't deserve to win, but they got the 2 points? Very few. Very few. But there's certainly a number of games where they should have at least gotten it in at overtime. And in Vancouver's example, should have won in regulation.
Right.
And, you know, I think they squander points, you know, as the season has gone on with some of these games that have happened. So, you know, everybody's striving for, you know, the consistency that you're looking for. Very few teams have it. Only a few have it. And even those teams will tell you they want to be more consistent. Yeah. So, you know, from the Bruins standpoint, coming in here, build on what you've done the last couple of games. You've gotten 3 points out of 4 the last 2 games. A solid win against Edmonton. Continue to build now as you end this road trip between today and Seattle.
Well, one of the big stories here with the Canucks in the last week, former Bruin Jake DeBrusk was a healthy scratch in their game against Seattle on Monday. Last night, spotted 2 goals along with an assist, and that's what Adam Foote was hoping to see when he sent DeBrusk to the press box.
You know, Jake's a goal scorer, and you know, he gets real streaky. Like last year, I don't think he scored in the first 10 games, and then he went off. I mean, that's the way he is, and we try to, you know, there's lots of guys that are streaky, but to stay consistent, like, he wants to score. He wants to help his team out. He feels down on himself when he doesn't, and sometimes I hate using the term, like you guess maybe, or you play for hoping a bounce goes your way and you can get the edge or get a step on a guy. And when he plays just the right way, he's going to get his chances with his speed and the guys around him. So I like the way he was playing more in structure, and he still was able to create.
Well, Adam Foote's got him nailed. I mean, it's just, he is a streaky scorer, and when he doesn't score, he gets down on himself too. And that's easy to do. It means you care. It means you want to help your team. But, how many years was he in Boston where the coaches would say, look, if you don't score, what else are you doing to help the team win? And with Jake, it's about your forecheck. It's about getting in and disrupting breakouts because your speed can get in there. It's about, the penalty killing side of things, getting to the front of the net and helping out on the power play, retrieving pucks, that type of thing after a shot is taken. That's all things that he's very good at that, he needs to be good at if he's not scoring.
Right.
And then when you're scoring, that's obviously what he's expected to do, but he can do all those other things and help a team win. So healthy scratch, that was a big blow to him. And I heard some of his comments afterwards. He was not happy, nor should you be, right?
Sure.
Nobody's going to be happy with a healthy scratch, but get back in there. When you get back in there, how are you going to handle it? Are you going to pout or are you going to do the job? Obviously, he got back in there and 3 points the other day, including a couple goals.
Bruins and the Canucks are coming up. We will check the injury report next here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Advance your career with an MBA or specialized master's through Babson College. Join this poll ranked #2 best college in the U.S. by the Wall Street Journal 2025. Visit babson.edu/grad programs.
Hey, it's Zoe, and 2026 is here, and it's time to get your school or business future ready with my friends at Oakers Technologies. Start the new year with new technology for your students and staff to perform at their best. Talking about products like TouchView Interactive that schools all across New England are upgrading their classrooms with. Plus, Oakers has you covered with full IT, infrastructure rebuilds, security to your everyday AV upgrades. That's what it means to be future ready with Oakers Technologies, proud partner of your New England Patriots.
Hey, Rodenizer Home Services is heating things up. 5 lucky homeowners could win a brand new high-efficiency gas furnace completely free. If your furnace is 10 years or older, head to Rodenizer.com/5 free furnaces to enter. No purchase necessary. Rules online.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Time for the Catches Law injury report. Tanner Janot misses his 4th straight game tonight. Is practicing with the team. So is Henry Jokiharju. And no timelines yet for either of their returns. Jordan Harris remains on long-term IR. Injury report brought to you by Catches Law, the official law firm of the Boston Bruins. They've won over $3 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches Law. There's no fee unless you win. Go to catcheslaw.com and schedule your free consultation today. We'll go around the NHL next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Engines rev. Are you listening? It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Civic, CR-V, or HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days with a great deal on your favorite Honda today.
Driving in a Honda wonderland. See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best Built Boilers.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Do you want to skate where the pros skate? Warrior Ice Arena is the official practice facility of your Boston Bruins. Our state-of-the-art facility offers a variety of skating and hockey programs for all ages and skill levels, plus public skating, hockey, and freestyle. It's the perfect place to host your next corporate event or birthday party. And yes, Bruins practices are free and open to the public. Visit us today or check out warrioricearena.com to learn more. Warrior Ice Arena. Skate where the pros skate.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
This is Boston's home for sports.
Bruins and the Canucks coming up. Let's take a look at some of the other action from around the NHL, including history for Austin Matthews tonight.
Good work by Domi. Now a chance. McMahon, Matthews, and there is 4:21. And the Maple Leafs have a new all-time goal-scoring leader.
Yeah, Austin Matthews overtaking Matt Sundin for all-time leader in goal scoring for the Toronto Maple Leafs with 2 goals here today. They eventually lose this game that just went to a final in overtime. Matthew Schaefer for the New York Islanders gets his 2nd of the game and 12th of the season. 18-year-old kid.
Not
on
bad.
defense.
Not bad.
In overtime.
Some of the afternoon action today. Pittsburgh, a winner in Detroit.
Penguins lead 1-0. Stretch pass ahead. It's Chinakhov in the crease. He scores! The first goal for Igor Chinakhov as a Penguin. And he puts the Pens up by 2.
Yeah, Detroit pulled a no-show today. 12 shots on goal for Detroit.
At home.
At home against the Penguins this afternoon.
Devils with a 4-1 win over Utah.
Off the draw. Dougie Hamilton scores! He goes over the left shoulder, short side on Vejmelka. His first goal in 27 games, and it's 4-0.
The Blue Jackets finally put an end to the Sabres' 10-game winning streak.
Get another man on, but they cough up the puck, and here comes Brendan Gaunce. He's got a short-handed breakaway. Gaunce in with a shot, and he scores! Going, Gaunce!
Yeah, Jet Greaves, a really strong game for Columbus in this one. Buffalo Sabres, Tage Thompson and Alex Tuck combined for 19 shot attempts.
Wow.
No points between the two of them.
A couple of other finals. Flyers with a 5-2 win today in Edmonton. The Blues shut out the Canadiens 2-0. Tampa Bay, a 7-3 win.
Tyler Radish, a hat trick. He's up to 12 goals. Defenseman taking over for Victor Hedman, who's out injured. Tyler Radish has had an unbelievable season.
So Lightning win today, 7-3 over San Jose. Senators got a 4-2 win over Winnipeg. That's our look around the NHL. Marco Sturm joins me next on the 98.5 The Sports Up Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey, tell them
Kenmore Jew Irish Whiskey. 40% alcohol. William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York.
Become a top performer with UMass Lowell's online MBA, the university's top enrolled program. Visit uml.edu/online.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to 72% with queens from $89.99. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Our pregame interview with Marco Sturm is brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety.
With Bruins head coach Marco Sturm coming off the win over Edmonton the other night, getting ready to take on Vancouver, it almost felt like we could see it building through that Calgary game and on into Edmonton. So coming out of that win, how do you keep building here tonight going forward?
Yeah, no, I think the guys felt it too, and Buffalo was not the game we wanted to play in a lot of different ways. But Calgary was already, guys felt it, like I said, and they brought it with them with a good practice the next day actually, and also with a good game in Edmonton. So we just gotta stay with it. We gotta stay sharp, because every time we are sharp right from the start, I feel like we play our game, and the week prior that, the week before that was just not the case. I think so. That's, for me, it was a big difference.
McDavid being McDavid, he created some pretty good scoring chances for himself and for his teammates there. Beyond that, though, what did you think of your team defensively in the game?
Yeah, no, we like you said, 97. He has a few opportunities. He's just a special player, but if you look at his chances, and if you get those chances, if you get rid of them, you actually played a very, very solid hockey game. And I said it after the game. The 5-on-5 game was good. The special teams were outstanding, so we needed it again today. And Sway was unbelievable. I thought that was one of the biggest reasons. We had the goal, we had a lead, but he always was the guy who kind of kept us in that lead, and that I think that was huge.
So you get a goal and an assist from Hampus the other night. Peaker's been on a little bit of a run here with goal scoring. Aspero gets one the other night. How important is it to get some of that from the defensive guys?
Yeah, no, it's. I think it's always good, especially for them. Those guys, they always want to produce, not just defend what's normal. I always look at both ways, but no, it's nice to get rewarded. They spend a lot of time on shooting pucks, and it's nice to, finally some of them go in. So again, we just gotta stick with it though. It was definitely nice to see Peaks the other night, and also Hampus, especially after he didn't get nominated for Team Sweden, to get rewarded there and bring back a little bit of smile.
Well, while you're talking about the Olympics, I wanted to bring that up too. You've had a chance to play in the Olympics with Germany. In fact, here in Vancouver, I saw your picture on the wall just down the row from us here. What does that mean as a player and now as a coach to see some of your guys getting rewarded in that way?
Can you describe it? It's such an amazing feeling when you're part of this, because it's one of the lifetime experiences you will never get again. It's just going there, seeing the logo, the rings, the colors, all the different sports and athletes being there at the same time. It's just incredible. And hockey-wise, yeah, no, it's the biggest stage internationally. So I'm very, very happy that this time those NHL guys have a chance to be part of it. Because last time, yes, we won silver. I don't regret that. But something was missing because, you know, the best players should be at the biggest stage. And that's what's going to happen this season or this year. And I think we're all very excited to watch those few weeks.
All right, tonight you guys get the Vancouver Canucks. You just saw them back at TD Garden not too long ago in what was a kind of a back-and-forth game. You guys come out on the short end. What do you expect this game to look like tonight?
Yeah, no, I just said it. It's a young group now. They don't have nothing to lose. You know, after that trade, they're in a rebuild. So, but they have some really good young players. They're just moving forward. They skate and making other teams you know, hockey in life very miserable sometimes if you're not aware. So again, no, it's going to be up to us. I think how we're going to approach the first period and then the next one and then the next one. So we just got to make sure we're going to find our game for 60 minutes like we did the other night and hopefully grab some big points here.
Marco, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
There's Marco Sturm. Bruins and the Canucks are next.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5 The Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
Wednesday at Edmonton, the Bruins rang in the new year with a decisive win over the Oilers. As they clear the puck here, Husnudinov on his horse up the left wing side. Centered it across. Pasternak has to play it off of Karam from the far boards. Husnudinov looking in front for Minton. That was blocked. Here's Pasternak from the far circle. A one-timer blasted home. It's 6-2. Happy New Year, Pasta. Next up, they head to Vancouver to take on a team that's been struggling since their win in Boston 2 weeks ago. It's the Bruins and the Canucks coming up next.
This is Boston Bruins hockey.
Across to Esposito. Shot. Bang! Cam Neely. Wow.
Nathan Horton wins Game 7 in overtime. Geeky scores.
And there is point number 100 for Pasta and goal number 30 for Morgan Geeky.
Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Shaw's and Star Market, Safety Insurance, Town Fair Tire, Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train, Ticketmaster, your New England Ford dealers, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, Service Credit Union, TD Bank, and by Catches Law.
Backhand, it'll save Thomas. Swayman made a great stop at the far post.
And by Dairy Queen, Peerless Spoilers, your New England Chevy dealers, Timber Tech Decking and Railing, Charles D. Sheehy, Mass Mutual, Wendy's, Live Nation, your Boston area Lexus dealers, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Back to Orr. Put in. His 100th point. Backhand score on a penalty shot for Raymond Gordon.
David Pasternak calls game, and the Bruins win it 2-1. Bergeron! Bergeron! And the Bruins win the series!
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
And we're in Vancouver for the Bruins and the Canucks. You said earlier when Vancouver was at Boston, it was a very winnable game. How do they make sure they get the 2 points tonight?
Just continue to build on what they've done the last two games. And you liked a lot of things they did against Calgary, came out on the short end and an overtime loss. Liked a lot of the things they did against the Edmonton Oilers. Details were taken care of. Their goaltending was outstanding. They don't have Connor McDavid to worry about today or Leon Draisaitl. I mean, Vancouver's got some good players, but when you game plan against Edmonton, you're really focusing a lot on those two players, especially McDavid. You play against Vancouver, it's more of a team game, so you've got to get back to doing some of those details, like a Calgary, the same type of thing that you did against the Flames, and continue to build moving forward.
Tonight's keys to the game brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire, because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Face-off is next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Electrical contractors, your crews have better things to do than sit in their trucks and name cloud formations. Let Granite City Electric Supply get your crews working first thing every morning. Use the GCE Night Train. Overnight delivery to your job site by 6 a.m. or pick up your materials with 24/7 access at one of 27 GCE Night Train depot locations. Let's face it, knowing your supplies will arrive at 2 p.m. doesn't help you in the morning. Experience the GCE Night Train difference from Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
You work hard for your money. It's time to put your money to work for you. Buy a commercial Ford vehicle before the end of the year, and you could potentially save a bundle at tax time. Take advantage of this opportunity before December 31st on the #1 selling commercial vehicles for 40 consecutive years. And start working smarter with your money. Consult your tax advisor. Then visit your New England Ford dealers to learn more. Based on S&P Global Mobility, CY 1985 to 2024 U.S. TIPNet registrations, excluding registrations to individuals.
Champions play here, the Sports Hub.
Back here at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Bruins and the Canucks about to wrap up their season series. Vancouver with a 5-4 shootout win on December the 20th back at TD Garden, looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. Bruins looking for their second straight win. Before we drop the puck, let's take it down to ice level and get the American and Canadian national anthems.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
We're getting set for the opening face-off between the Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks. Let's take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. In goal for Vancouver is Kevin Lankinen, on defensive pairing of Philip Hronek and Zeev Buyam, newly acquired from the Minnesota Wild. Up front, Elias Pettersson, Jake DeBrusk, and Linus Karlsson. How many? I think they've got the market cornered on Swedes here in Vancouver. The amount of for the Bruins, Jeremy Swayman gets a call and goal. Charlie McAvoy, Nikita Zadorov, your defenseman, and up front line of David Pastrnak, Marat Ustindinov, and Fraser Minten.
Not only the market on Swedes, but on the market on Pedersons in general. First 5 minutes are presented by your New England Ford dealers. Tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Bridget Gibbons of Harvard, Massachusetts. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Bridget will win a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Bruins in the road, white sweaters, white helmets, and black pants. Throwback blacks for the Canucks tonight with yellow numbers and red trim. Boston will go from left to right here in the first period. And the opening face-off is a stalemate. Continuing to chop at it. And it will finally be controlled by the Canucks. Sent toward the near side, out of DeBrusk's reach. McAvoy's got it. Coming back into the Boston zone. Zadorov spins it up to the left wing side. Husnudinov got forced back toward the Boston line. It went in offside here against the Canucks.
Yeah, even though Husnudinov brought it back in.
17 seconds in. And
too early to complain.
They'll face it off just outside the Boston blue line here. As Minten takes the draw. Elias Pettersson beat him, and Bouillon will dump it in. Zadorov comes out of the far corner, rims it around near side. Pastrnak couldn't tip it out of the zone. Bouillon will spin it back in deep. Got past DeBrusk behind the net. Zadorov going to the far side wall. Husnudinov will help it out to center ice. Backing toward his own zone, Hronek. Elias Pettersson to the near side. Bouillon trying to sidestep Husnudinov, settles in behind his own net instead.
Yeah, Bouillon, one of the centerpieces coming over in the trade for Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes, of course, going to Minnesota Wild. Bruins saw him last week, or a week and a half ago.
From between the circles, Hronek coming out toward his own blue line slowly. Pass ahead is directed ahead by keeper Sherwood. Swayman stopped it behind the net. Hampus Lindholm took the hit to move the puck. Tipped through neutral ice. Geekie on his horse. Able to steal it from Nylander. And he hit the post.
Yeah, that's a good sign, though, from Geekie right there. It gets the steal, gets the separation. Tries to go glove side there as he's in point blank. And he's slowed down a little bit here over the last few games. And it's not just the goal scoring. It's the opportunities that kind of slowed for him.
Yeah, just one goal in the last 7 for Geekie.
That's a good sign, though.
Hampus Lindholm coming behind the net with a puck. It's stolen away, and a centering pass for Sherwood broken up and pushed out of the zone. Elias Lindholm. Turned along the near side by Evander Kane, cutting off to the far side circle. He puts one wide of Swayman. Ricochets back out of the zone. Foot race into the Vancouver end. Myers gets to it first. On the near side of the blue line, Zacha held it in for a moment. Now Kane pushes it out and drops it back. Elias Pettersson, the defenseman.
You're going to be challenged today, Ryan.
We weren't, because Elias Pettersson missed the first game between these two teams. So we had to deal with Elias and Marcus.
Marcus Pettersson.
Peak will chip in along the near side boards. Myers spun it back toward Kane, near side hash marks. Plays toward the middle, and a bouncing puck got through Besser. Mason Worai back for the Bruins. Arvidsson will give it toward the near side circle for Andrew Peak. Just about 2.5 minutes into this first period. Zacha, rink-wide pass, finds Arvidsson in across the line. Gets sandwiched between a couple of Canucks. Corrali moves it down toward the corner. Got through Asamont. McAvoy comes down to the right corner to play it. Asamont behind the net. He was thinking stuffer, but that one blocked before he could get it to the side of the net by Ogren. Centering pass here by Kastelik with Asamont on the doorstep. Kastelik far circle on to McAvoy. Top of the near circle. Fires, and that one tipped wide into the far corner.
Went off of Asamont in front.
Zadorov chasing back toward his own blue line here. Pass to the near side. Bounced away from Asamont. Hoglander trying to move it up the wall. But held up near the red line, and back in come the Bruins. Corrali looking for Kastelik in front, but it was blocked off of Nylander. Hoglander will toss it through the neutral zone, and Aspero backhands on to Corrali. Near the red line, and back by Marcus Pettersson. DeBrusk on the right side, and across the line they come. Trying to stick handle in front was Karlsson, but Hampus Lindholm able to make the play. Marcus Pettersson with a shot that gets knocked down in front and steered up the far side by Aspero, but not out. Back toward the far corner. Hampus Lindholm will play it. Aspero into the middle here for Kastelik. Chopped off his stick by Marcus Pettersson, but now Kastelik able to feed it ahead for Corrali. Ran out of space. Kampf gets it back into the Boston zone and sent one through the slot that bounces wide of Swayman. In the far corner, Lori in a battle for it. Minton helps it out. He's got Pasternak long on a breakaway. Pasta right down the middle, a backhander, and the save made by Lankinen. Puck gets cleared and dumped right back in by Laura.
Pasternak getting behind everybody, just sneaks his way out there, and they lose track of him. Minton gets that puck to him, and Pasternak tried to go kind of almost a one-handed backhand, try to go 5-hole on the deke. 2-on-1.
Here comes Vancouver. Sherwood gives it off the right side.
Good hustle back by the Bruins.
Camp relieved of the puck by Steves.
Steves hustling back all the way, did not let that 2-on-1 develop.
Steves now will send it into the Vancouver zone. Gets to it first in the near corner. Takes a heavy hit from Sherwood. Kane pushed it into the middle. Sasson got it out of the zone. Formerly known as Max Sasson. Here is Kiki in across the line. Right wing circle moving in. Took the shot. Tried to go short side. But the glove saved by Lankin, and he covers up.
Well, you got the right guys with the opportunities here early in the game, right? Pasternak with a breakaway. Geeky hits the post on his first shift, and now he gets a 2-on-1. But Lankinen up to the task. Lankinen has been good for this team, when called upon. He's done a nice job for them. And Demko, of course, you expect to be the starter. There was some mild surprise that he wasn't named to the U.S. Olympic team. It was between him and Swayman, I think, for that third spot, right? Hellebuck, Ottinger, and then was it going to be Demplo or Swayman? And ends up being Swayman. Congratulations.
Absolutely. One of 6 Bruins Olympians. As the puck gets into the Boston zone here, McAvoy will come back and get it. Rimmed around the far side. Here is Pavel Zacha. Another one on the right side. Middle stat just in across the line. Plays it through Myers toward the near corner, but the Canucks will regain. Vilander skates out across his own blue line. Arvidsson reaches out, knocks the puck off his stick. Sasson will play it in from just inside the red line. Swayman stopped it behind the net. Zadorov coming out toward his own blue line, cuts to the left at the red and dumps in. Lankinen stops it as the puck bounces on him in behind the net. Canucks, though, will clear it up the near side, and Aspero coming back toward his own zone. 14:15 to go here in the first period. No score in Vancouver. Off a dump in, Lankinen gives to Hronek. Hronek throws it up toward the Boston zone, tipped off of Aspero.
And took some funny bounces there on the way into Swayman.
It did. He was up against the near post to make sure nothing untoward happened there. Campus Lindholm will bank one out to neutral ice. Asimon tried to move it forward. Hronek will send it back the other way. Höglander takes a hit in front of the Bruins bench from Aspero. Puck comes around behind the Boston net.
No.
Asimon, bad pass across the ice, gets picked off. Carlson, top of the right circle, with the save by Swayman.
There's an easier pass to be made there for Asimon. He tried to go cross ice from the boards and just inside the blue line, and that was picked off just inside the blue line.
13:37 to go here in the first period, and we are scoreless on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
At Service Credit Union, trust isn't just a value, it's their promise. A promise to stand with those who serve our communities every day. I'm Charlie McAvoy, and I'm proud to partner with Service Credit Union to support the health, safety, and financial well-being of first responders. With competitive rates, easy online banking, and personal service, Service Credit Union puts people before profits. Service Credit Union. Success built on trust, banking built on service. Become a member today at servicecu.org/73reasons and join thousands making a difference.
Hi, I'm Richard Brackett with Stazione di Federal.
And I'm David Alphonse with the Federal.
And we're the restaurant fellas.
If you're looking for a great night out, visit me, David, at the Federal. Try our shellfish tower or one of our dry-aged steaks paired with one of our great wine selections.
Or, if it's authentic Italian from our scratch kitchen paired with a fine wine, come see me, Richard, at Stazione di Federal.
Both restaurants are in Waltham. Stazione di Federal on Moody Street or the Federal on Main.
And both roads lead to a delightful dining experience. But my mustache is cooler.
Really, Richard?
Try both the Federal and Stazione di Federal.
We look forward to seeing you.
And thanks.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
First 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the year-end sales event and hurry in to secure your deal today on a brand new Ford. 13:37 to go first period, no score.
Like the Bruins start, though. I mean, Pastrnak breakaway, Geekie 2-on-1. Geekie creates a steal, is in alone. You know, they really haven't given up much. That was a turnover there by Asimon. He'd like to have that one back. You can tell by his body language, he knew it right away. But, you know, I like the pace of the early start here to this game, or the way that this game has started.
Carlson gives it down low to Elias Pettersson as the Canucks get set up here. DeBrusk trying to direct one on goal, turned around and got it, and put one in tight on Swayman, who made the save. Pastrnak now moving through neutral ice. On the left side, trying to find Minton. Gets kicked back out into center. Zadorov to Pastrnak. Now McAvoy turning back toward his own blue line. Zadorov will play it away from Elias Pettersson. Up the right side, Minton directs it deep. Marcus Pettersson going back along the end boards against Husnadinov. Now it'll be Sherwood to lift it out to center ice. Love down by Lohrei. Peak. Off the near boards for Minton, trying to pass it across the ice. It kicked back into the Bruins zone, and they whistle it an offside.
Yeah, a little too close for comfort on that one. Jake DeBrusk in front. Hronek throws this puck towards the net. It's not a hard shot, but DeBrusk in a little battle with McAvoy, able to get his stick free and chip one in there on Swayman. Swayman in good position to make that save. Jake was out with some of his teammates a couple days ago. Of course, they had to play yesterday. They played against Seattle yesterday, but met up with some of the teammates 2 days ago when the Bruins got into town.
Puck will come in towards Swayman, who hands it off. Pass up the middle, bounded away from Elias Lindholm. Kept in the zone here by the Canucks. From the far circle, O'Connor goes into the corner, gets it back to Vilander at the point, on to Marcus Pettersson with a shot off the blocker of Swayman. Got up the near boards by Elias Lindholm. Now it'll be Lohrei. Up the right side finds Steves, and deep it goes into Vancouver territory. Marcus Pettersson into the near corner. And pushed up the wall by Kampf. Got past Geekie. Aspero will send it back in across the line, delayed offside. Bruins will go for a change here. 8 minutes gone by in this first period. Marcus Pettersson from the near circle of his own zone. Sasson on the left wing side. He'll spin it around behind the net. Jumped away from Swayman, but Hampus Lindholm is there. Quick up from Arvidsson to Middlestat on the cross ice pass. Here's Zacha, right wing circle. Back toward Middlestat to Aspero from the bottom of the near circle. A shot that missed the net, and that one ricochets all the way back down into Bruins territory.
Had a goal last game, joined the rush on that one. And one of the Canucks had lost their stick, but missing the net all the way around and out of the zone.
Zacha got knocked down at the Boston blue line. And back in across the line, the Bruins will regain.
I think Besser thought that was going to be offside. He didn't want to play it.
Middlestat gets into the Vancouver zone, trying to feed one for Zacha. Kick back toward Middlestat, but taken now by Besser. His pass through the middle, knocked down by Arvidsson, and the puck gets lobbed toward the near side wall. Jumped away from Kane. McAvoy to Middlestat, and back deep it goes. Bruins finishing up a change. Kastelik comes calling for Ratu and just missed.
Ratu got out of the way of that one.
Hronek will play back around behind the net. Oaklanders try to send it up the far wall, cut off by Asimont, but now Ratu's out of the zone. Left the puck behind. Corrali near the red line. Squeezed up against the boards, trying to kick it back toward the blue line. Bruins do have it back. McAvoy. Pass for Kastelik, directed in across the line, but the Canucks regain. Bouillon steps in front of Lankinen. 10:20 to go here in the first period, no score.
Rally getting involved over by the benches there.
There's a chance for Elias Pettersson from the right circle, and Swayman comes up with a save. Near side corner. Puck bounced out toward the blue line for Minton. Off the boards and out to center ice. Vilander again for the Canucks. On the near side, Carlson directed into the Bruins zone. Ustendinov drops it back to Lohrei off the far side. Pasternak juggling it. Now we'll play it back out across the blue line, but Elias Pettersson regains for Vancouver. Marcus Pettersson to the red line and across the Boston blue. Plays it around the boards to that far side. It got through Carlson. Pasternak tipped it off the wall here to Minton. Minton coming through neutral ice. Ustendinov on the right wing side. Minton now on the right circle. Stops. Steals over to Lohrei to Pasternak left circle. Pulls it back out toward the blue line. Trying to get it across ice for Pete coming down the right circle. Just missed. It'll go in behind the net. Ustendinov puts a hip into Marcus Pettersson, who brings it around the near side. Pete trying to keep in against DeBrusque, cannot. And Carlson will bring it through center. His pass toward the left is broken up. Camp standing at the Boston blue line, trying to find the handle on it. Ustendinov instead moves it forward a bit before the Canucks regain. Myers coming back inside of his own zone here for the Canucks with 11 minutes now gone in this first period. Drew O'Connor dumps it in down the left wing boards. Aspero will pick it up behind Swayman. To the left side for Steves. Gets pushed back deeper into his own zone. Stumbled and gets up and continues to play the puck. Off the left side, or off the right side boards rather, for Elias Lindholm. And deep it comes. Myers in the far corner starts it out. Rink wide pass finds O'Connor in stride. Across the line. Try to drop pass, turned over. Geekie headed back the other way. Kicks a puck onto his stick here. Gives over to Steves. Around the wall it comes. Elias Lindholm crashing into the near corner, wins it. But a pass toward the slot picked off. And Evander Kane headed the other way. Kane throws one all the way across, and Sherwood with a shot. Swayman, I think, got a little piece of that. Force it wide. At the back of the net, Kane moved it around far side. Besser steps into a one-timer, and Swayman makes that save and covers up. 8:06 to go here in the first period. Scoreless in Vancouver on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Card eligibility restrictions and terms apply. Learn more at td.com/TD Garden Perks. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics.
So I'm running late for a hugely important meeting. Of course, traffic is bad. And then I got rear-ended. The timing was inconvenient. But I have to say, safety insurance made the claims process unbelievably convenient. I simply uploaded pics of my car. The claims adjuster sent me back an estimate. I even got the money to cover the repair digitally. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms conveniently.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up, because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
Fans head down to TD Garden on Thursday for the first home game of 2026. Cheer on the Bees as they take on the Calgary Flames at 7 p.m. Select tickets still available. Visit bostonbruins.com/tickets to grab your seat for the action. 8:06 to go here in the first period. No score so far between the Bruins and Canucks.
Yeah, the Bruins had the better of the chances here the first few minutes, and then Vancouver with a couple opportunities of their own. Last one by getting that chance there on Swayman.
Face off here to Swayman's left.
It's been a good pace to start the game, though, both teams.
Storov got it behind the net to McAvoy. Here's Arvidsson moving it across ice. Looking for Zacha. And forced back. Arvidsson will play it back toward McAvoy. Yes, ricochets away from Zacha, and they whistle that a hand pass.
You know, you think about the things that Vancouver has done here over the last couple of years in terms of who they've traded away. You know, Zadorov and Elias Lindholm walked as free agents, but the trades that they've made, a few years ago, they had Horvat, JT Miller, and Quinn Hughes on this team. They've traded all three of those players away. And Elias Pettersson remains here, and he struggled earlier this season.
Yeah, that was that whole drama that played out last year where it seemed, either he or Miller had to go, right?
And Miller ended up being the guy. He's not a captain of the Rangers, but
McAvoy pass off to the left side here for Zacha. Back across right side. Arvidsson with a shot. Save made by Lankin, and rebound was loose. McAvoy got taken down and went crashing into the post.
Wow, and an open net rebound chance for McAvoy. He can't believe that there's no penalty there.
Yeah, he's not making a play on the puck there. It's entirely grabbing McAvoy from behind.
And that's what Marco Sturm's got the referee's attention right now. And that should have been a penalty on Sassone. They get away with one there.
Justin Kia and Brian Pakmara, tonight's referees, along with Andrew Smith and Evan Mills as the linesman.
All three of those guys, just going back to those guys, Horvat, JT Miller, Quinn Hughes, they're all Olympians.
Yes.
Now, they didn't give them away for nothing. They did give things back for them, but, marquee players. Quinn Hughes, some say, is the best Vancouver Canuck ever. I don't know if everybody's got that opinion, but most people do. And
he's up there if he's not.
And, Horvat was loved here.
Here's Andrews Peak from the red line to dump one into the Vancouver zone. Minton far circle. Usnadinov got it back to Lorai. Right back to Murado on that far circle. Lorai will move it on to Peak near side. Down to the right corner. Pasternak trying to get away from Marcus Pettersson. On the near side circle. Played back down low. Usnadinov able to make himself a little space. Now backhands it toward the corner. Minton.
There's a penalty.
Pasternak can catch a high stick there.
Possibly. Got something.
Arm is up in the air. Pasternak checking.
He's going to go over to the bench for a short rest because he's going to come right back out.
Yeah, extra skater on here on the delayed call. Geeky from his own blue line. Skates it toward the Vancouver zone. Now turns back. All the way back in between the circles.
Another 10 seconds. It can be a commercial timeout, so they'll be all fresh coming out for this power play.
Oh, Hampus Lindholm lost it back toward the empty net. Elias Lindholm goes and gets
Hampus does some, that's try to drop pass and with nobody in the net.
Here's Elias on the right wing side. He'll play it off the near boards. Geeky hands to Steves, and he misfired on a pass across, but Zacha tracks that down in the neutral ice. Geeky, Steves along the near boards, and now he'll play it back, and Elias is there. 5:40 to go here in the first period. A lengthy time here in the neutral zone and the defensive zone with the net empty. Now here's Pasternak back out there. Coming up the right wing side. Gives to Steves. Back and forth with Hampus. They lose it out of the zone again, but still maintain possession. Zacha near center ice. Right side for Pasternak. He feathers through some traffic. Zacha goes down.
That's another one.
Touched up by Hronek.
They're going to have a 5-on-3. The other referee called that one.
Yeah, it's going to be a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3 as the referees get together to confer on the two penalties. So the Bruins go into a big power play chance when we come back. 5:14 to go here in the first. No score on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Feeding the Puck for Families is proudly presented by the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation. With every assist, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate funds to the Greater Boston Food Bank to end hunger here in our local communities. Up to $50,000. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feed the puck.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Hit 98.5thesportshub.com.
5:14 left here in the first period. No score. The Bruins are going to go to the power play, but Marcus Pettersson's going to get called for both.
Right.
The high sticking minor against Pasternak and then tripping Pavel Zacha. So it's going to be 4 minutes for him rather than a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate for the Bruins. Looking at a 5-on-3 for 2 full minutes. Instead, now it'll be, they will have the double minor to Pettersson. 2 separate penalties. The high stick on Pasternak, and then as the Bruins were killing time there, holding on to that puck, Pettersson takes a tripping call.
Off the face-off, McAvoy will set up Pasternak on the left circle. Backhanded toward Elias Lindholm off of Zacha. Poke back toward the far corner. Pasternak forced out of the zone there by Myers. So they'll reset. McAvoy coming back into the Bruins zone down to our left to retrieve the puck. Circles behind Swayman. Now gives it to Zacha. Zacha with a long pass up the left side. Redirected deep by Pasternak. McAvoy goes in behind the net to get it. Pasternak out of the far corner. Zacha out at the left point, rotating up high. Now down to Pasternak again in that left corner. Centering pass, and then one touch on to Zacha for Elias Lindholm.
Lindholm, nice little passing play there.
Pasternak from the top of the left circle. McAvoy center blue line. Right back to Pasta. Steps toward the dot. Lost the puck as Myers gets it to Sherwood.
Twice on this shift he lost the puck over there in that corner.
Geekie coming back to relieve Sherwood of the puck inside the Bruins zone. 3:04 to go on the double minor. Puck brought around behind the net here by Arvidsson. Here's Minton with some steam through center ice. On the left side, it's Steeves. Steeves moving toward the slot with a shot that goes just wide. Arvidsson out of the far corner. Back to Hampus Lindholm. Arvidsson and Lindholm play catch. Arvidsson on the half wall. Heels down toward the corner. Middlestat going to step right to the front of the net. Save made by Lankinen. Arvidsson played it back to Hampus at that left point. Minton center of the blue line now. Turns toward the near side. Steeves near the hash marks. Steeves centers for Minton. Scores! Welcome home, Fraser Minton. Power play goal. Bruins grab a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's something that we've been calling for a long time. Use that bumper. Use the middle guy a little bit more. And this is Minton actually. He's going to receive this pass from the right wing side from Steeves, who's in the right wing circle. And Minton's a left shot. So he has to get this puck and he has to turn his body to get this shot away. Arvidsson's in front of the net, providing a little bit of a screen on Lankinen, but it's just above the hash mark. So Minton gets this pass and turns, does not dust it off, and it's just a quick snapshot inside the far post. And Arvidsson providing that screen in front. So nice job by Minton to get that shot away quickly before Vancouver can close, and the Bruins still have a 2-minute power play.
Fraser Minton told me this morning he had somewhere between 50 and 100 people coming to the game tonight.
That's a big gap.
He said, yeah, well, he didn't know exactly how many.
So is he playing
playing
for free? Or?
He said, thankfully, they're not all on his tab.
Okay. Still probably playing for free, though.
I would imagine. He's on that rookie contract. The centering pass of Pasternak in front. Well, on the near side wall, McAvoy will keep it alive. Zacha over to Geekie. Gives it back to Zacha as they play catch. Geekie out near the blue line far side. Minute 21 to go. Pasta rotating out in front. Dragged it to his forehand. The shot goes up and over the net.
Pasta and Geekie, they've had good chances, but they've had a tough time handling the puck here. It's like both of them have had the puck off of their sticks, but that's a nice move by Pasternak. He gets it down low. He's off to the right of Lankinen, and he's going to receive that pass and then turn his back to Lankinen as he comes to the front of the net, turning to face the net, but airmails that shot up and over the crossbar.
Minton comes back out to take the face-off. His 7th goal of the season, first of them on the power play this year. As he wins the draw, Hampus Lindholm from the blue line to Steeves. Minton centering for Arvidsson, who was tangled up in front with Roenick.
Yeah, good job by Roenick to tie up that stick of Arvidsson in front because he was open.
Arvidsson brings back in across the Vancouver line, but his pass gets directed out of the zone by Sherwood. And Arvidsson, just chopped Sherwood.
He's going to get a penalty.
And
it's a slashing call by Arvidsson.
They got tangled up near the blue line. Arvidsson gave him a two-hander to the leg, and that'll do it for the Bruins power play.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. You're on a power play. Still got almost a minute left on that power play, and you take a little retaliation slashing penalty. You talk about penalties that the Bruins take. Avoidable penalties, that's one of them.
Yeah. So 53 seconds left on the second minor to Marcus Pettersson. And it will be that much time of 4-on-4 before Vancouver will get an abbreviated power play chance. Faceoff will come back down into Bruins territory.
I mean, you just take the lead 1-0. You're on a power play. You got to be more disciplined than that. And, you know, you just give Vancouver the opportunity for life at the end of this period. Still 4-on-4 right now, but
right. Yeah, it'll be a minute 7 of power play time if there's no more penalties called between now and then.
Emotion's part of the game, I get it, but you know, but the way that the penalties have been harped on all year, and taking too many of them, and avoidable penalties, you know, it's just one situation you can't take.
There's Andrew Peak leading the rush through center ice, in across the line. Right wing side for Kastelik, taken away by Evander Kane. Sasson will bring back through center. In across the Boston line, tried to drop it for Kane. That one knocked away, and Kastelik's got it. Hands off for Husnudinov moving forward. He's 1-on-3. Turns it back into center ice. 15 seconds before the Canucks get their man back. McAvoy.
Yeah, he's just swallowed up everything. The Bruins are getting a change. He had no one to give that puck to.
Wielander now forced back into the corner by Pasternak. Turns toward the near side.
Pasternak's going to get off the ice now. The Bruins are killed.
Marcus Pettersson out of the box. A minute 3 of power play time here for Vancouver. Their first of the game. Elias Pettersson from the red line dumps in all the way around near side. McAvoy getting his body in front of Besser. Out of the near corner, Zadorov tried to move it. Got upended. Puck comes into the air. Glove down by Elias Lindholm. He'll start it out. Up the right side here, shorthanded. Here's Zadorov jumping up for the shot that gets blocked by Sherwood and goes over the glass, out of play.
That Corrali going to the net. I don't know if he can get the pass to him there, but he had Corrali going to the net. There's a 3-on-2 for the Bruins, shorthanded. Fans, hockey season's the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business, and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Minute 8 to go here in the period. 39 seconds left on the Arvidsson penalty. Bruins with a 1-0 lead. This Lindholm tried a shot that gets tipped up and over the net. Kastelik hit the outside of the net. And now it's Elias Pettersson bringing Vancouver out toward the red line. Drops it back. Sherwood will pick it up. Carry it through center ice. His pass picked off by Minton along the far side wall and sent back into the Vancouver zone. Short hopping in on Lankinen, who gloves it and drops it back into play. 12 seconds left in the Arvidsson penalty. Bronick gives to Bouillon. Skating through neutral ice on the left wing side to Brust. Back to Bouillon near circle. Gets hit by Hampus Lindholm. Puck shot up off the near glass and out by Aspera. 25 seconds to go in the period. DeBrusque volleys it back into Boston territory. Hampus will play out of the corner. DeBrusque picked it off and tried to carry it back toward the front of the net. It comes back along the near side boards to Bouillon. 10 seconds to go. Arvidsson out of the box. Knocks Bouillon into the corner near side. Middlestat trying to hold that puck against the wall as the final seconds of the period tick off. And the Bruins will take a 1-0 lead into the locker room at the end of one. The power play goal by the hometown boy, Fraser Minton. His 7th of the season from Alex Steeves and Hampus Lindholm at 16:24. And the Bruins have the 1-0 edge at the end of one. We'll be back for our first intermission next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
engines rev. Are you listening?
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Civic, CR-V, or HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days with a great deal on your favorite Honda today.
Driving in a Honda wonderland.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Hey hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. Your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado. TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at TimberTech.com. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit GoBLUSky.com. And your Boston area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
This is New England Patriots quarterback Josh Dobbs, and Autodesk is the official design and make platform of the New England Patriots. Autodesk is all around us, including here at Gillette Stadium. What fans might not know is that stadiums, buildings, and the new Patriots Training Center were built with the help of Autodesk Construction Cloud software. Autodesk helps the Patriots and the Kraft Group bring their construction vision to life.
Autodesk, changing how the world is designed and made. Visit Autodesk.com.
Hi, everyone. Julie Stewart-Binks here, along with former NHLer Nate Thompson. Join us on Energy Line as we share our takes, stories, and surprise guests every week. Patrick Kane, 3-time Stanley Cup champion. Team USA head coach Mike Sullivan. 6-time Stanley Cup champion Mark Messier.
With over 800 NHL games, I know a couple guys.
Biz didn't have Twitter. No one knew who he was, so I called Whit, and I'm like, how is Biz? He was like, I'm telling you right now, you're going to hate him. Then he'll be your best friend.
Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts,
or wherever you get your podcasts.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
First intermission here in Vancouver. Bruins with a 1-0 lead over the Canucks. And as part of our first intermission tonight, we take a look back at the last week in the NHL. Top plays featuring the Buffalo Sabres win streak getting to 10 games. Old friend Justin Brazeau with his first career hat trick. Major milestones for Nathan McKinnon, Steven Stamkos, and more. Here are your final plays of the week for 2025.
Span ahead, weak side down, going on across. Strome feeding it back with a D. Capitals executing a change before they attack. Now they will. Chychrun coming, has it left side, cuts in, shoots, and a save made, rebound, they score! Jacob Chychrun's done it again! It's in overtime! Game-winning goal! Good morning! Good afternoon! And good night, New Jersey! The Capitals kicking off this 2-game road trip with an overtime win here at Prudential Center. Final score, Washington 4 and New Jersey 3.
Here's Kaprizov cutting through the neutral zone. Kirill Kaprizov in on side, worked at the U center. Boldy scores! Matt Boldy wins it in overtime! Ripping one under the crossbar on a beautifully set up passing play, and the Wild stun the Jets, and they win it 4-3 in overtime.
Now the Wings hold it in as Hildeby tried to clear it himself. Edmondson cuts out in front with a backhand, scores! Oh, what a play! We love you, Simon! And the Red Wings win this game 3-2 in overtime.
Swung out to the far side as Kindle took a hard hit. And the Novak took a hard hit into the boards by Colton Dock. Chase over the Hawks line at the near point. Dropped it back for Novak. Wrister, they score! A a wicked wrister from Tommy Novak at the top of the near circle. But did Justin Brazeau get the last touch? It's a hat trick for Justin Brazeau and a 6-1 lead for the Penguins.
He'll start this back in over the line. Lane Hutson on the ice as well. Dobson, near side, still time. Back in front, Suzuki scores! Power play goal in overtime. And Nick Suzuki sinks the Florida Panthers once again to tie it late and to win it in overtime. The Canadians complete the comeback. 3-2 the final in Sunrise.
Now here's a lead feed. Hagel from Radish. Across the blue line to the left point. Hagel steps left circle. In front, Radish. Score! Radish! Darren Radish! He wins it for the Lightning! 3 assists for Brandon Hagel. What a pass! The Lightning won 5 in a row.
Looking to see these come through, and Medal's taking shots and just putting them high, missing the net, and Seattle do a good job coming up with pucks and moving it straight ahead. Great breakup on that play by Thompson, who has the puck, scores again! Tags Thompson! That is full TNT mode in Dallas. He helped break up the play of the Sabres line, gets up ice, and the Sabres lead at 4-1 in Dallas.
Puck in the slot area on a left wing feed. Gets to the Leaf blue line, off a skate and down into Winnipeg territory. Played at the side of the goal in front of the net. They score! Holy mackerel! Matthews with the hat trick on a horrible giveaway by Eric Conley. The Leafs for the first time have the lead.
Chips it back to Brian Russ with Sidney Crosby out on the ice as well. Over the wings line to Letang, high slot. Stops above the near circle. Saucers it to Sid, far circle. To Letang, one-timer, he scores! That's 1,200 career games for Chris Letang, and he finishes this one. The overtime game winner against Detroit. 4-3 the final.
Doesn't take the shot, now he keeps it wide of Fabry. Malinsky, backdoor, fell to Chuskin, he scores! The choo-choo train pulls into the station for the 3rd time tonight. And it's snowing hats inside Ball Arena.
He works it over to Stamkos' side. Now Forsberg. O'Reilly again. Off to the middle. Evangelista knocked down to a knee. Forsberg will probe the defense. Across Stamkos. There it is! 600 goals! Steven Stamkos from his hot spot. So many from that spot in his career. They're going to mob number 91, the 22nd player in NHL history to get to 600 goals.
Natchez will steal it away to his left, and Nathan McKinnon down the boards into the circle. McKinnon at the hash marks up top for Taves. Manson available. Manson lets it go. Thrown in front, tucked in by McKinnon. Revenge is a dish best served cold. Ice cold for Nathan McKinnon. The 3rd player in franchise history to get to 400 goals. It's a fabulous 400 for Nathan Raymond McKinnon.
Some milestone highlights there for Steven Stamkos and Nathan McKinnon, closing out 2025 and moving us into 2026. Bruins have a 1-0 lead here in Vancouver after 1. We'll check the out-of-town scores next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hey, it's Petersburg Ron to talk about a VideoBank's free checking account. It's something Boston hockey fans will love because it scores big benefits. First, get your paycheck up to 2 days early. Second, enjoy free ATMs nationwide through the Sum and All Point networks. That's over 56,000 ATMs coast to coast. And third, never worry about minimum balances or monthly fees. Now that's a hat trick. Score your account in branch or online in just 5 minutes. It's easier than an empty net goal. Get details now at videobank.com/tpersian. VideoBank, honest to goodness. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Hey New England, Drake May here. I'm always striving for greatness on the field, but greatness doesn't wait. It gets up, shows up, and moves forward. It takes hard work, ingenuity, and progress to achieve it. That's exactly what Chevy had in mind with the Chevy Silverado. Built bold, built for what's next. It has it all. Power, versatility, tech, comfort, the sky's the limit. Everything a great quarterback is looking for on the road. Because I know the Silverado is striving for that greatness just like me. Get to your local New England Chevy dealer today and check it out. The Chevy Silverado. Built to lead, built for greatness.
Explore Babson College's graduate programs at their virtual admissions workshop on January 7th. Register at babson.edu/grad workshop.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to 72% with queens from $89.99. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBCFM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. The Media Group Station.
Bruins with a 1-0 lead here in Vancouver after one. Let's take a look at the other action, most of it finals from around the league today. Pittsburgh Penguins go on the road to Detroit, pull the Red Wings to just 12 shots in a 4-1 Penguins victory. New Jersey Devils get a 4-1 win at home today over the Utah Mammoth. The Columbus Blue Jackets put an end to the Buffalo Sabres' 10-game winning streak with a 5-1 victory in Columbus today. Philadelphia Flyers beat the Oilers 5-2, the final score in Edmonton. St. Louis shuts out Montreal 2-0, the final in that one. Darren Radish had a hat trick as the Lightning win in San Jose today, 7-3, the final score. Ottawa Senators pick up a win at home over Winnipeg tonight, 4-2, the final score there. In overtime, the Islanders with a 4-3 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Matthew Schaefer scoring the game winner for New York in that one. But for Toronto, 2 goals for Austin Matthews, pushes him past Matt Sundin as the all-time leading goal scorer in Toronto Maple Leafs history. Final score in a shootout. The Blackhawks with a 3-2 victory over the Washington Capitals. Final score, Colorado, another victory for them, 5-3. They beat the Hurricanes tonight. Nashville Predators get a 4-3 win in Calgary. And one other game is still in progress. That's the LA Kings hosting Minnesota. End of 2. That game is tied at 2. It's the Bruins with a 1-0 lead over Vancouver after 1. We'll have the second period coming up on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. $5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not
not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code EARN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code EARN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
Steve centers for Minton, scores! Welcome home, Fraser Minton. Power play goal. Bruins grab a 1-0 lead. Bruins with a 1-0 lead over Vancouver at the end of one. We're joined downstairs by Fraser Minton, who got the goal. Hometown kid coming home. What's it mean to you to be back here at the Rogers Arena tonight?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's been a moment I've been dreaming of for a long time. So super fun first period, and keep going here, and let's get a win.
Super fun first period. Power play goal for you. Tell me a little bit about how that play set up.
Yeah, we know they're not a diamond mostly there on the kill, so as the bumper, just trying to find open ice in the middle and support. And once I got it, I knew I'm in a great spot to shoot, so I'll get it off as quick as I can.
How much you put out in tickets tonight?
Money-wise, more than I'd like to think about.
You playing for free?
Absolutely.
All right. Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks to Fraser Minton for joining us. He's brought to you by TD Bank. TD card holders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins. The scoring on that power play goal, Minton with his 7th of the season from Alex Steeves and Hampus Lindholm at 16:24. The Bruins were on a 4-minute power play. That was on the front end. The second half got wiped out about halfway through, but the Bruins killed off the Vancouver abbreviated power play on the opposite end of that. So Vancouver 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Boston 1 for 2. Shots in the first period were 6-5 in favor of the Bruins. 18-9 were the attempts in favor of Boston in that first 20 minutes.
Yeah, and I think the quality of the chances for the Bruins certainly, I mean, the first few minutes of that game, right? Dickey hits a post. Dickey has a 2-on-1, and Pastrnak had a breakaway. And Lankinen able to keep the puck out of the net on those three, but
as we get ready to start the second period here.
Good period, good pace. Yeah. You know, Vancouver had a couple looks. I like the way the Bruins skated. I like their pace. You know, you got a team that played last night. Here on home ice, but still played last night. You're going to have the same advantage when you hit Seattle, by the way. Seattle, the Kraken have to play on Monday night in Calgary.
Right.
And the Bruins are going to be sitting there for 2 days waiting for them.
That will be the final game of this road trip. Another 10 p.m. Eastern time start for you. As the face-off at center ice here, Canucks will come away with control. Boston going from right to left on offense here in the second period. Zadorov brings the puck behind Jeremy Swayman and stops. Now he'll deal it up the left side. Tipped off at Pastrnak. Bouillon trying to keep it away from him. Pusnadinov got it away from DeBrusque, but a centering pass for Minton is broken up. Carlson sent back the other way. DeBrusque cutting to the left wing side against McAvoy. Forced him wide of the net and took him hard to the wall to boot. In the near corner, DeBrusque able to find a loose puck. Comes out in front for Carlson. Minton broke that up.
Back check by Minton. He was open.
Vrana keeps in on the far side. Hands off over there to Bouillon. Down that left wing circle. Back across. Hronek up top. Throws it in front, and it goes in. It hit off of Elias Pettersson between the circles. And Vancouver ties it inside the first minute of this second period.
Well, they come out with good pace, right? And Hronek taking a look. He's got his eyes up.
Kind of a shot pass with a purpose. And it doesn't get to the stick of Pettersson, but it gets to his skate. And DeBrusk and McAvoy battling in front. And Pettersson rotates towards the front. He's with Zadorov, and it just banks off of his right skate and in. No kicking motion. He turns his skate, but no kicking motion.
Yeah, just kind of angled it the right way.
Yeah, nothing Swayman could do there, but
10th goal of the year for Elias Pettersson, who did not play in the first game between these two teams. As puck in the neutral zone here, Steve's trying to drag it into the Vancouver end. Wielander had broken his stick.
He got hurt late in the first period. He was in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort over by the bench.
Deflected puck comes free to Hampus Lindholm, brings back into the Vancouver line. Gets it across far side, Geekie. Now Aspro from just inside the blue line. Shot was blocked, came right toward Elias Lindholm. But his shot turned away toward the near corner. Now Kane far side chasing a puck over by the Bruins bench. Able to get it out of the zone. Geekie back along with Hampus Lindholm. Elias now in the neutral ice. Finds Hampus cutting in across the red line and trying to drive it in across the blue. That's going to wind up an offside, and they're going to call it intentional.
Yeah, he's got his arm up.
So they'll bring the face-off all the way back down into Boston territory.
Should be. I'd like to see that called more often. You know, the intentional offside. Hampus kind of complained a little bit, but the linesman's right there.
Yeah, he's only a few feet away.
He's got his arm up, and they communicate that. They say offside, you know, so you have a chance to skate, re-skate the blue line or tag up or whatever you want to call it. But
Hampus Lindholm passed over for Sweden's Olympic team here. As Arvidsson's shot gets blocked, goes out of play. Elias Lindholm named the team Sweden. Victor Arvidsson and Hampus Lindholm are not. That is now going to be part of their Olympic team. Team USA, of course, we already knew Charlie McAvoy would be going. Jeremy Swayman made official this week. Pasternak and Zacha for the Czech Republic, who still hasn't released their full roster yet, but we know that those two will be there. And Henri Jokiharju will be part of Team Finland. Puck gets cleared here into the Boston territory, but it'll go for an icing.
Henry, you've got to get back into this lineup first.
Right. Yeah, assuming he's healthy.
He's on the trip and skating.
Yep. Still haven't been given a timeline for when he might be back in.
I mean, 2 more days between games. I mean, Janot skating, Jokiharju skating. They're going to have at least one practice in between now and Tuesday, right?
Right. As you know, started with a non-contact jersey earlier on the trip, but has gone through a full practice now. As puck is played out into neutral ice here and grabbed by Sherwood near the Boston line. Peak almost took it away from him. Lohrei blocks his shot from the near circle. Zacha will chip it out to the red line. Arvidsson skates onto it, brings it across the line, trying to drag it around Elias Pettersson.
Yeah, that was a good recovery by Elias Pettersson there, getting a stick on it because he was beaten. Arvidsson had him beat one-on-one, and good reach there just to get a piece of that. Nice move by Arvidsson. A little outside in, and Arvidsson frustrated because he was in alone. He was better last game. You know, I didn't think he was great there against Calgary. He was better last game against Edmonton.
Yeah, it felt like he had a little extra jump going back to Edmonton. There he spent last year.
Yeah, and I didn't like the penalty he took, obviously, in the first period, but he seems to have a good jump again here today.
But going behind the Vancouver net, Corrali able to pull it free back toward the near corner. Now Kastelik in behind, steps out in front, tried to go short side, and Lankinen made that save. Far circle, Kastelik just missed Corrali in front as it ricochets back out through center. Zadorov to Corrali, plays it forward. Bouillon is there for the Canucks as we approach 3 minutes gone here in the second period. Tied at 1. Zadorov sent it toward the far side circle, cut off over there by Ogren. Back deep it comes. It'll be Höglander in the right corner. Off the near boards, back to Wielander. Shot it wide of the net, ricocheted around to the far side. And we get a penalty coming up as Ratu got dumped in front of the net.
Zadorov took him down in front.
Zadorov's going to head to the penalty box, and Vancouver will grab their second chance of the night.
Oh, it's a
they call it a cross check.
It's not even a.
Gives him a little shove.
It's just a shove.
Goes down.
It really is. It's a soft penalty.
League high 109 penalty minutes for Nikita Zadorov this year. Back here where he spent part of his career. He's done a lot of that over this trip. Buffalo, Calgary, and Vancouver. He was asked about it in Calgary, playing in one of his former locations. He said, this is basically the Zadorov World Tour we're on this time.
It was really just a push with a cross-checking kind of motion, but I didn't think it was enough for a penalty, but Ratu went right down.
Tried to set up Sherwood for a one-timer. That got blocked.
Roddy went right down, sorry.
Top of the circle, near side. They work it back up top. And Pettersson goes across the far side. Sherwood in front. DeBrusk trying to find the rebound. And it's pushed toward the corner by Hampus Lindholm.
It's dangerous there.
Sherwood knocked away from him by Elias Lindholm. And the puck cleared by Peak. Settled at the red line. And right back in they come. Elias Pettersson will play back down toward the end boards. DeBrusk able to knock Peak off of it. Here's Elias Pettersson in. Right circle. Down low. Gets it right back. From the dot. Shot forced up over the net by Hampus Lindholm. Far corner, Sherwood goes down. Ooh. And then the puck hit him while he was laying there. Hit him right in the back. Elias Lindholm going to backhand one out of his own. Sherwood's hurt. He's smarting right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no padding there where you just got the Bruins tried to clear that puck, and he was laying on the ice and hit him right in the back.
45 seconds left on the Zadorov penalty. Carlson, Roenick just inside the Boston line. Backhanded down the wall. Toward the corner and now behind the net. Carlson. They work it over to the far side. Center blue line. Bouillon. Kane to the side of the net. A centering pass. Knocked away. McAvoy on O'Connor. Far circle. And Kastelic able to get there to knock away from Kane before he could get a shot. Roenick to Bouillon. Center blue line. Kane left circle. Shot blocker. Save Swayman.
I'll take that shot. I'll take that shot. Outside the dot, left wing circle, nobody in front. That's an easy save for Swayman.
The rally cleared all the way down. Final 10 seconds of this Vancouver power play. Back through neutral ice comes Bouillon. Across the line. Ratu on the right wing side. Moves toward the high slot. Takes a shot. Glove saved by Swayman. Zadorov's out of the box. And the whistle comes with 14:41 to go here in the second period. Still a 1-1 game.
Just that cross check didn't hurt him that badly, huh?
He was back out there, shook it off. Well, Bruins 2 for 2 on the penalty kill tonight. It's now 10 for 10 over the last 3 games.
Calgary.
You're right. The 4-on-3 power play
the
goal.
one that won the game, yeah. After they had a chance to win it shorthanded. But it's been good.
It has been. 5 for 5 the other night against Edmonton.
That's not easy.
That's saying something. That's a 35% success rate for the season, the Oilers. Minton hit along the far boards. Puck loosened up through neutral ice. Lohrei quick up to Pasternak. In across the line. Minton one-timer. Save made. Lankinen didn't know where it was. Sprawls back onto his back and covers it up.
Yeah, tricky shot there. Didn't take much, and he didn't have a lot of space, but quick up to Pasternak over on the left wing side. He's kind of by himself. He's just waiting for a little help. He's just going to drop this puck off. Little saucer pass, backhand saucer pass into the middle. And Minton with a quick one-timer. Lankinen was not sure.
He gloved it and dropped it kind of underneath himself.
Yeah, good save, though.
Yep. Face off in the attack zone. Minton will take it. He's got Costa on his left, Geeky on his right here. Near circle to our left. Long wait for the drop here as Camp jumps.
Yeah, they'll kick him out.
Didn't want to go. Keeper Sherwood will take his place. Minton wins it. Hampus Lindholm hands to Pasternak out near the blue line.
Hands it to him, or did Pasta take it from him?
Pasternak into the right corner. A pass picked off by Kampf. He'll throw it out through center. Geekie plays in front of Jeremy Swayman onto Aspera. Here's Minton carrying through neutral ice, cutting to the left wing circle, forced wide to the net on the shot by Hronek. Far side wall, pushed
nice
back out.
Backhand pass there from Aspera, confident.
Through some traffic to get it there too, and Campus just missed Geekie coming down that right circle. Pass back comes ricocheting all the way back down toward Jeremy Swayman.
Having him back really just, it makes a big difference. Gives you another penalty killer on the back end. Because the Bruins, don't like to use Lori in that situation. So Aspera can kill penalties, especially if a defenseman takes the penalty.
And we have a penalty coming against Vancouver here as Middlestat took a hit along the near boards. They're going to call it a cross check. Zacha.
Well, if you're going to call Zadorov for it, then you set the standard right there.
Zacha getting in Max Sassone's face after that. We will take a timeout. The Bruins will go to the power play when we come back. 13:21 to go, second period. 1-1 our score on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Patriots football is heard live on the Sports Hub. Tune in every game day for the Patriots starting lineups presented by the McGovern Auto Group, the official automotive partner of the New England Patriots. With 35 locations, 25 different automotive brands, and over 9,000 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock. Start your car shopping today at McGovernAuto.com.
The golf season never ends at Golf Lounge 18. Golf Lounge 18 has indoor golf facilities in Dedham, Braintree, and Peabody, powered by TrackMan launch monitors to keep your game warm as the temperatures drop. Grab the squad and bring your game to Golf Lounge 18. Book your tee time at golflounge18.com.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal, writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide, because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
The Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Bruins Stadium Series jerseys arrived. Don't wait to get your hands on this limited edition sweater before the Bees fly south to take on the Lightning in the 2026 Navy Federal Credit Union NHL Stadium Series. Visit BostonProShop.com or stop by the Pro Shop located at the Hub on Causeway to grab your jersey before they sell out. 13:21 to go here in the second period. Bruins with a 1-1 game, but a power play as Max Sassone goes to the box for cross-check.
Yeah, I mean, you set the standard. As a referee, you set the standard when you gave Zadorov the penalty for cross-checking, because there wasn't a whole lot by Sassone, but...
Here's McAvoy throwing one toward the net, ricocheted off a stick and just wide. Zacha keeps alive in the far circle, rims it around near side for Pasternak, waiting at the hash marks. Goes down low to Geekie, right back to Pasta, left circle. Moves to the top of the face-off circle, throws it in front. Blocked off the skate of Marcus Pettersson, and the puck cleared.
Nice job by Marcus Pettersson. He's in good position.
McAvoy onto the right side, just inside the line, Elias Lindholm. Pettersson nearly took away, but it'll get sent around near side. Pasternak out of the corner. McAvoy back to Pasta, again at the left hash mark. Steps down, south of the dot, the centering pass scores. Elias Lindholm was in the battle in front as that puck gets redirected behind Lankinen, and the Bruins with a power play goal lead it 2-1.
Yeah, Lindholm in that battle down low there with, it looked like he was in the battle with Marcus Pettersson in front of the net, and Pasternak just feathers his pass to him. He was able to get good position, good stick position in front. Pettersson trying to take away the pass, and he just gets the stick behind the skates there, Pettersson. And a nice look by David Pasternak.
just in front of the left pad of Lankinen and just behind the skate of Pettersson. And Lindholm's going to tip this puck in.
Goals in back-to-back games for Elias.
2 power play goals by the Bruins here today.
At 2 out of 3 on the man advantage. So a 2-1 lead, 12.5 to go here in the second period.
It's a power play that's been looking for some traction here the last few games, right? A handful of games where he kind of went a little bit south on them, but 2 here today to show for it.
Well, 1 for 3 on Wednesday night. As the puck comes to Arvidsson, rink-wide pass behind Middlestat, but he tracks it, throws it toward the Vancouver zone, stolen by DeBrusque. Up the left side comes Elias Pettersson, left circle shot, forced wide by Swayman. Middlestat gets it from Hampus, through the neutral zone. Arvidsson throws it toward the Vancouver end, knocked out of the air as Ustadinov was going.
Roenick picked that out of the air. He was open on the far side.
Canucks with possession in their own zone. Bouillon hands off for Hronek. Making some changes up front, so in no particular hurry. Vancouver moving from left to right here in the second period. Hronek comes to his own blue line and then turns back. Skating all the way back between the circles. Pass to the near side for Besser. Moves it forward for Sasson. In behind the Bruins net it comes. Peak will send it back toward the near side. Lohrei lost it back into the corner. Besser centering pass. Corrali was there to knock that away. Kastelik will carry up the left wing side here for Boston, and deep it goes. Elias Pettersson into the near corner. Puck will come back along the wall. Corrali without a stick trying to keep alive. Vancouver will move out. Kane coming up the near right wing side. Try to leave it along the near boards. Lohrei takes away. Throws it across ice. Asimon up the right side with some steam. Took the shot from the far circle, and the save by Lankinen covers up.
Now, Vander Kane is a guy that's got... He does some funny things. You know, he pulled up there on the right side, or tried to pull up the right side, turns it over, and he's got everybody on the rush, and it's just going to lead to a rush the other way. You know, we're talking about the power play that they had, and he took a shot from outside the dot on the left wing circle with nobody in front. That's a second power play unit for Vancouver. He's got a lot of individual skill. You know, he's this big, strong guy, power guy that can skate, but he gets the blinders sometimes, and he does some things that, you know, if you're playing with him, you're like, what are you doing? No.
If he stays healthy, he'll hit 1,000 games in his career later this year.
Well, because he's skilled, you know, but played for several different teams. You know, the reputation a little bit not as strong as you want it to be maybe a few years ago. I don't know if that's still the case now. I'm not sure. He was a good player for Edmonton when he was healthy. Then he missed a lot of time because of injury, but.
There's Höglander coming in front of Swayman. Puck it off a skate, comes into the near corner.
We're talking about the possibility of him being, you know, a trade possibility if Vancouver isn't in a position to be a playoff team.
Yeah, he's an unrestricted free agent at year's end. And Zadorov sends one over the glass out of play.
That's an easy one, but tried to go off the glass, tried to do the right thing, and sailed it. Now they're going to have to kill again.
Getting a little frisky here on the far boards. Zadorov will come across the ice and head to the penalty box for the second time tonight. Vancouver will go to the power play for the third time this evening.
That one he earned.
Yeah, no, not much of a decision to be made on that one.
Well, that's black and white. Yep. I mean, that's... Like I say, he tries to do the right thing here, just chip it up off the glass, but gets under it. Höglander kind of finishes him a little bit. Put a pretty good slash on him, too, that Höglander. Not enough to get a penalty, I'm just saying. Pretty good whack on him.
10:15 to go here in the second. Bruins up 2-1, and on to the penalty kill. Kastelik and Corrali.
Besser jumped, so Pettersson gets kicked out of the draw here.
Besser has to get in his place, and then Besser wins it. DeBrusque hands off toward Wilander. Sherwood to Besser in the left corner. Back to Sherwood. Wilander, center of the blue line. Walks to his right, takes a shot. Save made by Swayman. Rebound grabbed by Corrali in front and cleared by Kastelik.
Yeah, Corrali came all the way down to the net at first. And then once that puck gets moved up high, he has to release and move over towards the elbow.
Besser will come through neutral ice, gets it right back from Elias Pettersson. Sherwood down the right circle. He and Hampus Lindholm take a tumble. DeBrusque gives to Villander. Sherwood, right circle, Elias Pettersson. Holds it. Gives down to DeBrusque, back to Pettersson. Now DeBrusque coming back out in front for the forehand. Saved by Swayman. Rebound. Hampus Lindholm trying to shovel it underneath. Swayman and does to get the whistle.
Yeah, Brock Besser there as well. Nice move by DeBrusque. It's a strong move to the front of the net. Much like Pastrnak did in the first period, you receive the pass with your back to the goaltender and you spin on your forehand to bring it to the net, and Swayman doesn't allow him to get there. He takes it away before DeBrusque has a chance to get this puck off his stick. So an alert play by Swayman, and then the Bruins scrambling, and Lindholm, Hampus Lindholm that is, pushes the puck back underneath Jeremy Swayman.
1:11 left on the Vancouver power play. 9:26 to go, second period. Face off to Swayman's right. Elias Lindholm wins it. McAvoy sent it out of the corner. Aspro trying to move it up the near side. Corrali against Besser. Villander will hold in. Elias Pettersson, right circle. Villander back to Elias Pettersson. Top of that right circle. Here's DeBrusque throwing one through the top of the crease.
Looking back door.
Sherwood knocked down. Puck cleared by McAvoy. 45 seconds to go on the Canucks power play. Under 9 minutes to go in the second. Villander right side finds Hronek. Cummings in across the line. Centering pass. O'Connor trying to turn and fire. McAvoy cleared to the blue line but not out. Bouillon to Hronek. Bouillon steps to his left. Back to Hronek at the right point. Down toward the corner. Kane back to Hronek and a shot. That is tipped up over the net now to play.
Yeah, a couple close calls. Vancouver moving the puck around effectively, but Swayman alert. You know, it used to be a box, right? But the way power plays are now the penalty killing's up more of a diamond, the way that they kill. And the Bruins are allowed to be a little bit aggressive with their defensemen on the strong side, as long as everybody else is rotating.
Saka wins this face-off, and Peak will send it the length of the ice. William turns back behind Lankinen. Pass kicked onto the stick of Hronek. And across the line, it ricochets off of O'Connor toward the net, and Swayman will cover that one up in the blue paint. Just 1 second left before Zadorov gets sprung here.
Yeah, win a draw. See what happens, right? I mean, if you're Vancouver, you've got to be alert if you lose the draw.
Face-off will be to Swayman's right.
And if you win the draw, you're looking to get a quick shot away before the Bruins get back to full strength.
Minton will take that face-off, far circle down to our right. Canucks do win the face-off. Marcus Pettersson from the center of the blue line. Shot one intentionally wide, looking for a redirect.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or not. I would have had the D switch there, looking for a one-timer if they win the draw.
Minton in across the line, gets a shot in on Lankinen, who made the save. Off the near boards, Hampus Lindholm will hold it. Around behind the net, into the far corner. Pastrnak had it batted out towards center ice. Hampus Lindholm quickly to Pastrnak. Back in they come. Pasta to the right circle, trying to drag it around Marcus Pettersson. Got forced back into that far corner. Pettersson got buried by Husnudinov.
Yep.
Here's Myers from the near circle. Now towards center ice. Ratu will play it into the right wing corner. McAvoy will throw it back up the wall. We have a whistle. Net dislodged behind Swayman as Lohrei and Ratu getting into it. We will step aside here with 7:26 to go in the second period. It's the Bruins 2 and the Canucks 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The Shaws and Star Market Foundation has teamed up with Andrew Peak for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time he or one of his teammates feeds the puck to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative donate to end hunger in our communities. Since it began, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 $50 million nationwide, ensuring neighbors have the nutrition they need to thrive. Here with each assist, the foundation will donate $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank, up to $50,000 to help end hunger. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Poor Diana in accounting. She fell for an email phishing scam. Computers shut down. And people freaked out, especially about getting paid.
Hey!
Fortunately, the company had cyber risk coverage from Safety Insurance. Safety covered the cost of systems and data restoration, business income-related losses, and more. Don't let one human error shut down your business. Ask an independent agent about Safety Insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms, even the cyber kind.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
Fraser Mitten's first period power play goal is tonight's electric play, delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order. Bruins with a 2-1 lead. 7:26 remaining here in the second period. Faceoff will come just outside the Boston blue line. And wandering around this building this morning, see some of the Stanley Cup Final 2011 logos up on the wall downstairs. It's going to be 15 years this June when the Bruins lifted the cup in this building.
What are they? I'm sorry, but why are there logos for that?
I don't know. Well, it's I don't know.
They lost, right?
They did. Little masochistic memories here in Vancouver.
I mean, what year was it? Was it 94 that they played the Rangers?
Yes. The Rangers broke their curse as Pasternak tried to center. That one blocked along the far side circle. Sherwood will carry the Canucks back through neutral ice. Turning along the far side, centering pass, and Zadorov blocks a shot by O'Connor. McAvoy will lob it out through center.
No, I mean, it's a proud alumni here. And
steal by Pasternak right out in front. Zacha trying to get it back to Middlestat far circle, and he fanned on it.
It's a 2-1-0.
Pasternak trying to get it in front. That one blocked by Hronek. Off the near boards. Hampus Lindholm backing toward the center of the blue line with a shot. It's gloved by Lankinen.
You hate to squander that. I mean, so Pasternak gets the puck to Middlestat. He gives it to Zacha in front, and DeBruski's coming back on the back check. Zacha tries to return that pass to Middlestat, and he kind of fanned on it. Great setup. Middlestat frustrated with himself. It was DeBrusk who turned the puck over, so he's got to back check hard. And he ends up helping make the play, but yeah, I think Middlestat just misfired.
Face off in the offensive zone with 6:24 to go here in the second. Face-off win by Zacha. Hampus from the left point. Goes one wide of the net. Middlestat looking to redirect that one. It'll get cleared for center ice. Sassoon's in across the Boston line. Stops along the far circle against Hampus Lindholm in the centering pass as Besser was coming to the doorstep. Zacha near circle. Skates it out to his blue line. Up the right side for Arvidsson. Able to keep it going just inside the line. He's got Middlestat right circle. A shot save made by Lankinen. Rebound was there. Zacha got wiped out in pursuit.
Yeah, Myers diving to get that puck away from him.
Besser brings the Canucks back. Whistles one across ice. Aspero takes a heavy hit from Kane to move it. Near side corner. Zacha got it from Middlestat and fired ahead for Arvidsson but missed, and that's a Bruins icing.
Fans score a hat trick with the Avidia Bank's free checking. Get your paycheck up to 2 days early. Enjoy free ATMs through the Sum and All Point networks and no minimum balance or monthly fees. Visit avidiabank.com for details. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness. Member FDIC, member DIF.
Faceoff will be to Swayman's right here. 5:38 to go in the second. Bruins 2, Vancouver 1. Zacha will take the faceoff against Elias Pettersson.
pulled toward the far boards. Canucks will get it back at the point here with Marcus Pettersson. Rims around near side. Middlestat on the near wall. Hampus Lindholm. Elias Pettersson took away, but Zacha forced it out of the zone. Nylander back in his own end. Marcus Pettersson back to him near side. Nylander try to play it toward Elias Pettersson, knocked away, and the Bruins come back with Kastelik on the left side, fighting his way around Nylander into the near corner, and Carlson goes down in the corner. Looks like he caught a high stick. Arm is up. Nylander just gave Kastelik a cross check.
Yeah, I don't like his chances there.
So, penalty coming here with 5:06 to go in the second. It looks as though Vancouver will have a power play when we come back. Bruins 2, Canucks 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Whether you're putting together a hockey team or Ford's award-winning lineup of SUVs, a great team starts with the right players, like the iconic Ford Bronco family, with great looks and the 4x4 capability to perform on or off the ice, and the rugged Ford Explorer with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
TD Bank's here for an assist with a special checking and savings account offer for new customers. Perfect for fans of the Bruins. Learn more at td.com/garden offer or stop by any TD Bank location in New England. Terms and eligibility apply. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Bruins.
This winter is shaping up to be a harsh, snowy season. So take control of the roads with a new set of Bridgestone Blizzak tires from Town Fair Tire at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, Town Fair gives you the most free services with your purchase of Bridgestone Blizzak tires. For the guaranteed best deal on Bridgestone Blizzak tires with the most free services for life, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I got to dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're going to know by name, got to be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
David Pastrnak and Charlie McAvoy assisted on Elias Lindholm's go-ahead goal at 7:25. With those feeds, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation donates another $200 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about feeding the puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. So it's a high sticking minor. Initially, they put Sean Corrali in the box, and then the officials figured out that it was actually Mark Kastelik whose stick made contact.
Kastelik was in a battle with Nylander down low, and his stick inadvertently comes up, and I mean, we see guys, throw the head back, but that took it to another level there for Carlson.
Got the attention.
Oh, I mean, he got ice, which is. Yep. I laugh sometimes at the guys and make sure it gets seen.
Well, sometimes it gets you in the shield, and you grab the chin. Here's a centering pass, and Elias Pettersson on the doorstep trying to direct that home. Sherwood, right circle. Back to Nylander at the right point. Elias Pettersson standing at the hash marks. Walks down toward the corner. Goes back up top for Nylander. Over to Sherwood, one-timer blocked by Elias Lindholm. Pettersson's got it back near circle. Nylander again, center of the blue line. Elias Pettersson to the right corner. Back to Nylander. One-timer sailed way wide into the far corners.
We hit the mascot on that one.
Here's Pettersson centering, blocked by Zadorov. Back to Nylander, center of the blue line. Elias Pettersson, back to Nylander. Fires, save made, rebound, and DeBrusk got a wide open net and misfired wide.
I don't know if Swayman got a piece of it on the rebound.
Swayman gets a piece of that one with the left pad. Zadorov will throw it out of the zone.
I mean, DeBrusk had open net on the glove hand side of Swayman. I don't know if Swayman got back or he just misfired on it.
35 seconds left on the penalty. 3:40 to go second period. Bruins leading by a goal. Hampus Lindholm denies an entry of the blue line and sends it all the way down to Lankinen. Nylander will skate it out toward center ice. Carlson will play it down into the left wing corner.
Battle for it as it comes behind the net. Hampus Lindholm shoved to the wall by Carlson, but got it onto Minton, and out it goes.
Good support for Minton. Communication and support.
William throws a pass all the way to the Boston line for Roenick. Leaves it off for Ratu. Roenick sent one toward the slot, kicked off of Pasternak as the Bruins are back at full strength. Aspero takes one away in the far corner. His pass off of Zaka's skate comes to Hampus Lindholm, but his pass is picked off, and back in come the Canucks, and they do so offside.
Pretty good kill. I got to get another look at that Swayman, or excuse me, the DeBrusk rebound after Swayman makes the initial save. Swayman made the second save.
Wow.
He did not give up on it. He stayed with the left pad and got the toe on it. And DeBrusk had the open net. And Swayman,
just a piece.
And DeBrusk shaking his head as he went to the bench.
We mentioned it earlier during our pregame show. DeBrusk coming off a healthy scratch on Monday in his second game back in the lineup at 2 goals and an assist last night.
He's too good of a player. You know, he's too good.
Gets rimmed around the Bruins net. Lohrei will play back around to the far side.
Other than that turnover he had earlier this second period, he's been good in this game.
Centering pass, Lohrei knocks that away from between the circles and out of the zone. Lohrei into the air over the head of Minton. Big Kampf to dump it back into Boston territory. Aspero brings it around near side. Pasternak brings it off the wall to Minton, cutting through the center ice circle. Pass off to the right side for Geekie. Throws one back toward the net, ricochets into the near corner.
Had Lohrei coming, I think if Minton just held on to that puck for an extra second, might have been able to find Lohrei coming late.
Lohrei lost it. Höglander brings into the Boston zone. Leaves it top of the circle for Ogren. Ogren with a shot through traffic, and Swayman squeezes the pads together to cover that one up.
So William and Ogren, 2 of the guys that they brought over in that trade for Quinn Hughes. Rossi not in the lineup here today, out with an injury. The third piece of that, the fourth piece is a first-round pick coming up. So a lot to give up for him, and essentially 4 first-round picks because Rossi was a first-rounder, William first-rounder, Ogren a first-rounder. But a lot to look forward to, I guess, if you're Vancouver.
Yeah, William, you know, young defenseman, rookie out of the University of Denver, 12th overall pick in 2024. He's got a hold of the puck right now, turning out of the blue line. Passed it down the left side for Besser. Broken up. Arvidsson gets it behind the net for McAvoy. Near side wall. Besser cut in front of Zaka.
2 good pieces missing from their lineup here today for Vancouver, with missing Connor Garland as well.
Zorov couldn't clear. Far circle, and Sasson with a shot gloved with a flourish by Swayman.
He tried to clear. He hit the referee.
Yeah.
And it's from that same spot is where, so he wins a battle down low with Sherwood, and then he tries to clear it. He hits the referee, and that's right where he got the delay of game penalty. So he's aware of that. He doesn't want to go too high off the glass, and he right off the referee, and Vancouver gets a good scoring chance.
Another face-off in the D zone here with 1:33 to go in the period. As Pettersson wins that draw, DeBrusk will work it down low. Carlson against Hampus Lindholm. Far circle. We get a whistle. And they're going to call a penalty here against Hampus, I believe.
Yeah, I don't like this call.
Linus Carlson went down.
Boston 27, minor penalty holding.
I think he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, Hampus doesn't like this call at all.
He's not holding him. Well, I take it back. He's got the free hand on him. He's got the free hand wrapped around him. Yep.
That wasn't why he went down, but...
No, he made sure it got called, but he did have the free hand around him. I know Hampus doesn't like it, but as soon as that free hand is there, yeah, I think it's got to be called.
So Vancouver goes back to the power play here. 1:24 to go in this second period. Bruins with a 2-1 lead.
Here we go again, right?
But keep giving the opportunities. Vancouver came into the game 14th on the power play this season. Kastelik got it off the far wall, but not out. William, right circle, finds Hronek, throws it in front, and they score. Redirected off of Carlson, and the power play goal ties the game at 2.
Linus Carlson locked up in front. Might have gone off of his skate. I don't know if we got a stick on it. If it is, that's 2 goals that have gone off of skates and in.
Oh, no, that goes off McAvoy.
It goes off of McAvoy.
Yeah.
So another, it did go off of a skate. Hronek would get credit for it. It never did get to Carlson. So Hronek will get this goal. 2 pucks deflected in off of skates.
3rd goal of the season for Hronek. 2 of them have come on the power play. He's got a hand in both goals tonight for Vancouver. Assisted on the first one early on in this period. So Vancouver on the board with a power play goal. We're even up as we approach the final minute of this second period. DeBrusque will play one around behind Swayman. Hampus Lindholm fights off check of Camp. Bruins will clear it, but that's going to go for an icing here with 58.4 to go in the period.
Yeah, a couple bounces going against the Bruins here. I mean, they've played a good hockey game, I think, so far. I mean, there's been a couple opportunities, but they've generally been on the power play for Vancouver. There hasn't been a ton 5-on-5, and the penalty killing, which has been good. They get a bad bounce there.
Canucks 1 out of 5 on the man advantage.
Too many.
Yep. Here's Hronek with a shot, blocked in front by Hampus. Right up the near side by Aspero. Pasternak. On Marcus Pettersson into the near corner of the Vancouver zone. Pasta gets it to Minton near circle. Sent back in behind the net. Elias Pettersson will lift it out towards center ice. Knocked down there with the body by Aspero toward the near side. Hronek able to get a stick in front of Pasternak, force him back. 27 seconds to go in the period. Morai settles in here behind Jeremy Swayman. From the near circle. Pass up the right side. Pasternak steps in across the line. Beats Minton coming down the left circle. Throws it in front. Elias Pettersson takes away. Sherwood back through center. 8 seconds to go in the period as they gain the line. O'Connor pushed it toward the near corner. Sherwood down low. Pasternak gets in front of Elias Pettersson, wins that puck, and holds it for the horn to sound at end period number 2. So Vancouver able to come from a goal down twice in that second period and even it up 2-2 at the end of 2 here at Rogers Arena. We'll be back with a recap of the first 40 minutes next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a rugged new Passport, Pilot, or Ridgeline. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Passport, a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot, or a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
Electrical contractors, Granite City Electric has a convenient way for you to pick up and access your materials 24/7. Introducing the GCE Night Train Depot. Pick up supplies when it's convenient for you. All materials are stored safely indoors and order size doesn't matter. It's not a locker. Best of all, it's free with over 27 Night Train Depot locations across New England. Convenience and savings all delivered to you from Granite City Electric Supply. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
Hey, it's Sean Flaherty, managing partner at Catches Law. At Catches, we don't just work here, we live here. We're part of the same neighborhoods, the same schools, the same New England towns that you call home. So when life hits hard and you need someone in your corner, you deserve lawyers who truly understand what's at stake. With over 40 years of experience and more than $3 billion recovered for the people of New England, we know how to win, and we know how to fight for you. Visit catcheslaw.com today to schedule your free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless you win.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
With the NHL app, you can listen to every NHL game right from your phone. And with home and away broadcast feeds, you choose your way to listen. Whether you're at work, at the gym, or stuck in traffic, the NHL app puts you right in the action all season long. Every team, every game, everywhere you go. Download the NHL app and never miss a moment.
We've all seen them. Drivers who are looking at their phones. Is there anything more crazy? It's like they're asking to be in an accident. And why are they even on their phones? To find better car insurance? That's easy. Just pull over and talk with an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you benefit from great coverage and great value. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Castlewick got it off the far wall, but not out. William, right circle, finds Ronick, throws it in front, and they score. Redirected off of Carlson, and the power play goal ties the game at 2. Yeah, it actually ended up redirecting off Charlie McAvoy, so Hronek gets credit for the goal from Zeev Buium at 18:44, that power play goal tying the game. And that is where we are after 2 periods here in Vancouver, 2-2 the score. This is a game that, again, Bruins, just too many penalties, giving power play opportunities, 5 of them through 2 periods, and that last one ends up burning them and costing the lead.
Yeah, you look at the penalties and you're like, all right, that one was a little soft, but then there's others that probably have to be called, and it's a pattern, so it's on the Bruins now. It's not, every game I think you're going to have at least one soft one, right? And it's just whether you agree with it or disagree with it, but it's a pattern now, and the Bruins are just taking way too many of them. I think when you look at 5-on-5 in that period, I didn't mind what the Bruins did. I think that they can be a little bit more assertive in the offensive zone, creating that forecheck, and they've talked openly about how they're going to be successful, and that's creating a forecheck and having time in the offensive zone and wearing teams down. I don't think they did enough of that period. Part of it was due in part because of the penalties that they took. I mean, were they four times that second period shorthanded?
I believe so.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And the 2 goals that they've scored have been on their own power plays, but just way too much time in the box, and it takes you out of your rhythm. You can't play everybody. There's a lot of guys that certain guys that don't kill. Some of your top players don't kill, and you're sitting on the bench for a while, and you kill off in that second period. You kill off 3 of them, so there's 6 minutes right there, and then the 4th one, the last one, or which would be the 5th one overall. It didn't take much time for the Vancouver Canucks to score on that goal. They've gotten some bad luck and puck luck in terms of the goals that were scored. Both goals have gone off of skates. One off of their Vancouver skate, and the other one off of Charlie McAvoy's skate, and that was the power play goal. So a little bit of bad luck, but when you spend that much time inside your own zone, it's bound to come back at some point and hurt you. And at some point, it's got to stop. And it's, Marco Sturm has been asked about it. He's tired of answering questions about it. I don't blame him, because it's the same answer. We're not telling them to take penalties. It's at some point the players have to, have the onus and just have to figure it out. And some of it's careless, some of it's just a little bad luck. Like I said, some of it a little soft. Like, Zadorov takes a cross-checking penalty. I didn't like that very much. I didn't think it was worthy of one,
Right.
but they called it. And then they also called Vancouver for a similar one later in that second period. And the Bruins scored on it. But the delay of game penalty, that's an easy call. He's not trying to throw it up into the crowd. He just, airmails it. Kastelik's not trying to have a high stick in the offensive zone. He gets tied up with the defenseman and his stick comes up. But unfortunately for him, he took a couple the other day against Calgary. Stick fouls, and Hampus Lindholm gets a holding penalty. It's just there's at some point, they've got to be able to stay out of the box, and it's just happened too many times this year. But you're in a 2-2 game now, going into the third. You're in good shape. You like a lot of what you've done. I like the way you've skated. I like the way that they've created some turnovers and caused some turnovers. They had a good break where DeBrusk actually turned the puck over and had a good chance, and Middlestat kind of misfired on one. But now you need to have your best period here, and how do you have your best period? You're not spending time in your own zone. You're putting the puck behind their defensemen, and you're going to work on them, and you're playing 5-on-5. That's how you have your best period, and that's what they're looking for right now.
Well, the good news is Bruins are 2 for 3 on their own power play tonight. Both of their goals have come on the power play. Just to give you an idea of numbers, Bruins have been shorthanded 162 times this year. They have had 124 power plays. That's about an average of one more power play for your opponent every single game during the course of the first half of the season and now into game number 42. That's a difference of 38 power play opportunities. It's been that lopsided. So, you're giving the opposition a chance to get the jump on you every night.
Yeah, and they did a great job early in the season of killing penalties. And then it hit us, a portion of your schedule where it wasn't working for you anymore. And it's going to go through ups and downs during the season, just like the power play is. But you put yourself down at a disadvantage that many times, it's going to come back to hurt you.
Well, win a period, win a game. 2-2 our score after 2 here in Vancouver. The goals by the Bruins. Fraser Minton at 16:24 the first on the power play from Alex Steeves and Hampus Lindholm. And then in the second period, Elias Lindholm 7th from David Pasternak and Charlie McAvoy at the 7:25 mark. But it's an even game after 2, and time for our music of the game, brought to you by Live Nation. Canadian rock icons Triumph return to the road for the first time in 35 years. See them at Leader Bank Pavilion Saturday, June 6th. Get tickets at livenation.com. Check the other scores around the league next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
For all your heating and cooling needs, you need Endless Energy.
Hi, it's Matt Kidd from Endless Energy. If you're considering installing a heat pump system or a heat pump water heater, December is the final month for eligible customers to potentially take advantage of federal tax credits up to $2,000. Don't miss out. Give us a call at 775-ENDLESS or self-schedule online at goendlessenergy.com.
At M&T Bank, we're continuously working to provide value to our customers, like Paul, Vice President of Sullivan Tire.
We are so happy with the relationship with M&T, whether it's treasury services or working line of credit or providing loans for our growth. It's been nothing but collaboration that works for both parties.
See what M&T Bank can do for you at mtb.com/together. Member FDIC.
Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Winter's here. Don't get caught in the cold. Book your home heating system health and safety check with Super Service today. Schedule now at superservicetoday.com.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to 72% with queens from $89.99. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
This is Boston's home for sports.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5 The Sports Hub. Station.
Second intermission here in Vancouver. Bruins and the Canucks are tied up at 2. We take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Mostly finals here around the NHL. Pittsburgh 4-1 winners over the Red Wings. It was New Jersey taking down Utah by the same score, 4-1. Columbus beats the Buffalo Sabres 5-1. That ends Buffalo's 10-game win streak. Flyers over the Oilers 5-2. St. Louis gets a shutout over the Canadiens 2-0. Tampa Bay all over San Jose, 7-3 winners there. Ottawa 4-2 over the Winnipeg Jets. Islanders in overtime 4-3 win over the Toronto Maple Leafs. In a shootout, the Chicago Blackhawks 3-2 over the Washington Capitals. Colorado keeps it rolling 5-3 over the Hurricanes. Nashville a 4-3 win versus Calgary. 4-4 now going into a shootout between Los Angeles and Minnesota. And here in Vancouver, it's 2-2 at the end of 2 between the Bruins and the Canucks. Third period action coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You work hard for your money. It's time to put your money to work for you. Buy a commercial Ford vehicle before the end of the year, and you could potentially save a bundle at tax time. Take advantage of this opportunity before December 31st on the #1 selling commercial vehicles for 40 consecutive years. And start working smarter with your money. Consult your tax advisor. Then visit your New England Ford dealers to learn more. Based on S&P Global Mobility, CY 1985 to 2024 U.S. TIPNet registrations, excluding registrations to individuals.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
Earn your bachelor's online with UMass Lowell and grow your career options and earning power. You can easily transfer credits and accelerate your success. Begin January 20th with UMass Lowell.
Hey, it's Zoe, and 2026 is here, and it's time to get your school or business future ready with my friends at Oakers Technologies. Start the new year with new technology for your students and staff to perform at their best. Talking about products like TouchView Interactive that schools all across New England are upgrading their classrooms with. Plus, Oakers has you covered with full IT, infrastructure rebuilds, security, to your everyday AV upgrades. That's what it means to be future ready with Oakers Technologies. Proud partner of your New England Patriots.
I'm Jen Harper, the founder of Cheekbone Beauty. We grew the brand to like $1 million from a corner of my basement. I don't feel like I'm technology savvy whatsoever, but companies like Shopify exist, so you can literally build a website in an evening. I really look at it like the sort of the level of the playing field, and Shopify just made it like foolproof. It was so easy. I don't think I could ever go work for anyone else ever again. We're Cheekbone Beauty, and we're powered by Shopify.
With the NHL app, you can listen to every NHL game right from your phone. And with home and away broadcast feeds, you choose your way to listen. Whether you're at work, at the gym, or stuck in traffic, the NHL app puts you right in the action all season long. Every team, every game, everywhere you go. Download the NHL app and never miss a moment.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
It's time for This Date in Bruins History, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
Now in behind the Bruin goal to the right corner, it's Ellis. Right side, Sekera. He'll spin to the top of the right circle, throws it towards, and it deflected. Score! Jason Pominville at the left post, tips it in, and the Sabres with their third 2-goal lead of the game.
And this date in Bruins history, taking us back to 2009, a 4-2 loss to the Buffalo Sabres, snapping a 10-game overall win streak, was the 4th longest in Bruins club history. It was a 14-game home winning streak as well, which was the 5th longest in team history. Speaking of 10-game winning streaks, Colorado Avalanche today extended their winning streak to 10 straight. The second such 10-game plus winning streak that they have had this season. They are only the 4th team in NHL history to have 2 double-digit win streaks in the same season. The 2019-20 Tampa Bay Lightning did it, and twice it has been done by a Boston Bruins team. Once in 1929-30, and then again in 1970-71. The Bruins had 2 double-digit win streaks in a season. Colorado does that today. 2-2 our scores. We go to the third period here in Vancouver. Bruins with 2 power play goals. Canucks with 1 in 5 opportunities. Their other came at even strength. Teams will be at even strength to start this third period, with Boston going from left to right on offense here in the final 20. Second and final meeting of the year between these two teams. They went to a shootout at TD Garden back in December. That one, the Bruins had a 3-2 lead going into the third period. Vancouver took the lead there, and Andrew Peak scored late to get it into overtime.
Yeah, you know, you look at shots on goal, and it can be misleading sometimes, right? 21-13. Yeah. You know, Hockey Night in Canada just had a graphic up, and they had the high danger chances, and the Bruins had an advantage in the high danger chances. So the quality of chance is better on the Bruins side of things.
Arvidsson able to direct it across the Vancouver line here. Middlestat will play it down toward the corner and in behind the net. Marcus Pettersson goes down. Osaka went to try to win that puck, and Pettersson spun to the ice, and that's going to draw another penalty and a 6th power play for Vancouver.
Yeah.
Just 21 seconds into the third period.
You know, and it's 200 feet from your net, and Zaka reaches in. Pettersson smartly kind of leans into and spins into where the direction that Zaka's coming from, and draws the penalty. I mean, it's a penalty, but you know.
Face off to Jeremy Swayman's right. Off the draw, it'll come back to Vilander at the left point. Moves it over to DeBrus, back to Vilander. Elias Pettersson on that far circle, lost it to Corrali, and it's cleared. Lankinen will set it up for Vilander.
And you're missing a good penalty killer.
Vilander skates out to his own blue line, drops it back. Besser will pick up from there. Through neutral ice, Elias Pettersson gives to DeBrus coming down the left wing side.
He moved it to DeBrus, and he took McAvoy's stick away.
Elias Pettersson back along the near boards again. Walks toward the hash marks. Vilander at the left point. Besser, one touched along. Elias Pettersson, Vilander to Sherwood. Back to Besser, one-timer. Stick saved by Swayman. Rebound goes over the glass, out of play.
Yeah, good save by Swayman. Read that well. That's good puck movement, though, by Vancouver, right? They utilize the bumper there a couple times, and then eventually get this puck to Besser for a one-timer. A little high. DeBrus hanging around the front of the net. Swayman reads it, gets a nice save there.
Minute 13 to go on the power play. Canucks will bring out the other unit here as Minton stands in against O'Connor, far circle to our left.
Yeah, I thought they might have stuck with that first unit because they didn't have to go back into their end very much.
Right. Bruins get a clear here. Lankinen. It'll be Bouillon circling by in the net. Through neutral ice, tipped off O'Connor's stick, came right to Kane. Now back toward O'Connor and around the far side boards. Hronek over there. Tipped by Busnadinov, goes into the air, ends up behind the net. Peak got it around the near side circle, and it's cleared by Minton. 40 seconds to go on the power play. As Hronek will take it around toward the far circle. O'Connor comes through the red line, pass toward the Boston Blue, disrupted by McAvoy. Hronek will try again, dropping it for Bouillon in his own zone. Bouillon gives to Kane, tried to get the pass back to him, got forced into the corner instead. Around the far side, it'll come to Kastelik, to Zadorov, and shot it to center ice. Corrali able to take away from Myers. Here's McAvoy into the Vancouver zone, but knocked off his stick, and now Myers will mush up ice for Camp. Into the Boston zone on the far circle. Final seconds ticking off of the Zacha penalty as he comes out. The Bruins have now killed off 5 out of 6 tonight. Zacha just inside the Vancouver line, able to keep alive, but lifting over the tried to lift over the head of Myers. That's a hefty duty though. 6'8", able to reach up and glove that down. Camp in the near corner, surrounded by Peak and Lohrei. Lohrei will pull behind the net. And fight off Ogren, turns it back toward that far corner. Able to stick handle his way through some trouble and give it across ice near side. Peak to Pasternak just inside the line. Turned over. Camp brings it back the other way. Right side, here's Höglander. Tried to stop along that far circle, lost the grip on it. Geekie played back through neutral ice. It was behind Pasternak and needed a change anyway. 3:15 gone here in the third period of a tie game. Dump in by Elias Pettersson. Sasson in the far corner, slips away from Lindholm, got it out in front. Besser's shot blocked.
Yeah, Bruins did a nice job there. You know, you get one guy, you get the defenseman that's beaten in the corner. There's your layer.
Checked away by Hampus Lindholm. Off the stick of Sherwood. Steves off a cross-ice pass will dump in. Lankinen leaves behind the net for Hronek. He's out to that far circle and then stops and allows some changes up front. Bruins changing as well. Here's Elias Pettersson. DeBrusk, left wing side, moving into the circle, took the shot. Knocked down with a glove by Swayman and covers.
Not ideal in the neutral zone that time by the Bruins, right? Elias Pettersson gets himself moving up the ice and then zips his puck or chips it over to the left wing side for DeBrusk. And because they're able to get through the neutral zone so cleanly, the Bruins defense has to back off a little bit there, and DeBrusk tries to use McAvoy as a screen to get that shot away.
Defensive zone face-off for Elias Lindholm against Elias Pettersson. Batted free near the top of the circle and controlled by Carlson to DeBrusk in the shot. That rims around to the far side.
Jake hasn't been without his chances there, huh?
No, he certainly hasn't. Swayman made a great stop on him in that second period. Up will come around the near boards, and Arvidsson in the corner, lost it. DeBrusk going behind the net. Centering effort was blocked by Zadorov. Swayman trying to cover it along that far post and does.
Right, Bruins need a, you know, they have not put a ton of pressure on Lankinen. You know, the 2 goals they have at 5-on-5, I mean, they played a pretty smart game, except for the penalties. But they haven't gotten themselves going in the offensive fashion that you'd like them to in the forechecking and put some pressure here on Lankinen, and it hasn't happened for a while.
Face off in the defensive zone here once again.
Had a few shifts in the first period, not many in the second.
And they've spent about 2.5 minutes more in their defensive zone than in the offensive zone so far tonight. As puck will come behind the net. Aspero to the far side for Husnadinov. Trying to carry out of the zone. Fought off Camp, but passed through the middle. Taken away. Sherwood will dump back in from the red line. Swayman picks it up off the backboards. Aspero rimmed it around near side. That's going to go all the way down into Vancouver territory. Hronek looking over his shoulder. Will send it around the far side. Sherwood got it out of the zone. Jumped away from Hampus Lindholm. Sherwood has O'Connor moving ahead. Tucked into the right wing corner. Sherwood stands up Hampus Lindholm. Coming back to Myers for a drive. And that one right into the glove of Jeremy Swayman.
I mean, he gets a good look at it. You know, that's Vancouver trying to establish their forecheck, right? Get the puck behind the D. Sherwood physical with Hampus Lindholm. Rotated low to high. And the Bruins make sure that Swayman's able to see that shot, but we've already seen a couple attempted shots go off of skates in him.
Right. Here's Myers off the draw with a shot. That one goes wide. Arvidsson clears it across ice. Middlestat picks it up off the carom in front of the Bruins bench. Gives to Zaka for a dump in. Jumped away from Lankinen as he went behind the net to play it. Loose puck along the near circle. Hoagland. Myers going to skate it through center. He's got Ratu in across the Boston line, and his shot gloved by Swayman.
Yeah, Bruins try to dump it in. Arvidsson's first forechecker in. He kind of gets sealed off. Vancouver's able to break that puck out. All of a sudden, they're getting a, you know, not a great scoring chance, but they're getting a shot on goal. Doubled up the Bruins in shots. Doesn't always mean that they're better shots. Just they've doubled them up now, 26-13 at this point in the game.
Now, the attempts in the second period were 31-16 Vancouver.
That sounds
Again,
about
they
right.
had 4 power plays in there.
Yeah.
But the shots on goal were 16-7 in that period. Face off in the defensive zone here once again. Camp wins that one for the Canucks. Marcus Pettersson sent it wide in the net. Thrown back out in front of the backhand by Camp.
Dangerous.
Swayman made that save. Geekie will carry through neutral ice here. Brings around into the far side wall. Elias Lindholm peels it off there. Throws it to the net. Lankinen made the save. Rebound into the far corner. Elias keeps alive. Geekie tried to get it to Steve's, broken up. Besser will back it up. Nylander has to circle back behind his net with Steve's bearing down on him. Marcus Pettersson sends it around the far side and out to center ice. 6:10 gone here in the third period. McAvoy gets it back in across the line from the near hash marks. Will play it around.
He wanted to give it to Steve's, but
Aspero fires high and wide. Costa on the near boards. Took a bump from Marcus Pettersson. Canucks clear. Besser dumps in from near the red line. Around behind the net, Minton. With some help from Aspero. Pasternak. Puck jumped up in the air. Glove down by Minton. Skates onto it, coming through center ice. Centering pass comes across on a deflection.
Looking for Pasta late.
And Pasternak's pass back to the point. Ends up going all the way back toward the Boston zone. He's got it now back in the neutral ice. At the blue line, turned over. Carlson back into the Boston zone. Backhander from the left circle. Saved by Swayman. And no rebound. Timeout with 13:01 to go here in the third period in Vancouver. Bruins and Canucks even at 2 goals apiece on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hey, it's Patrice Bergeron. Every great play starts with an assist. That's why Avidia Bank and I are taking assists for kids beyond the rink. For every Boston assist, Avidia Bank donates $75 up to $30,000 to provide $150 max saving accounts for local kids. And Franklin Sports is donating $7,000 in street hockey equipment, giving us $37,000 to help kids get out and play. Because every kid deserves the chance to play and fall in love with the game, just like I did. I'm proud to team with Avidia Bank and Franklin Sports for assists for kids. Learn more at avidiabank.com/Team Bergeron. Avidia Bank, honest to goodness. Member of the IC, member DIF.
My name is Brian. I've lost 42 pounds on Awaken 180. I had a triple bypass in 2018. I had a hip replacement 2.5 years ago. My focus was just getting healthy and being consistent. With this plan, once you establish yourself, if I decide to cheat, I can cheat. I'm burning enough calories a day. I don't have any fear. You know, it's not really a diet. It's a lifestyle change. It changed my perspective on how to eat better and just kind of control yourself. And I hope what this does, I hope it enables somebody in their 60s that has poor health and no hope, that gives them hope. That's my goal.
Thanks so much, Brian. This is Zoe. Brian sharing his Awaken 180 story is the exact reason I continue to share my story with all of you. There's hope, there's a plan, and you will succeed with Awaken 180. Online, Awaken180weightloss.com or 844-346-1800.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Gear up with the latest black and gold apparel at the Pro Shop, powered by 47. From jerseys to hats and more, there's something for every Bruins fan. Shop at the Hub on Causeway or online at bostonproshop.com. 13:01 to play here in the third period. Bruins and Canucks tied at 2. And a face-off coming up deep in Bruins territory down to our left. Kastelik opposing Ratu on the draw. As the puck gets batted behind the net, Zadorov will send it around the far side. Asimont against Bouillon out near the red line, and the puck jumps off of them into the Boston bench.
More life in that offensive zone that last shift. You know, looking for a little traction offensively.
Asimont
just haven't been able to create a whole lot.
Starting up that left wing side, got it across the line. Kastelik centering for Corrali, taken away by Ratu. Angled off the near boards. It'll trickle down into the crease here for Swayman. Zadorov bringing toward the near side. Sends it up the wall. Help through neutral ice. No, going to be an icing. Face-off comes back into Boston zone here with 12:31 to play.
Let's go off and peek out here together on this shift.
Face-off near circle again.
I've already counted them. They're
okay.
All, everybody's
Count
on the bench.
heads, yeah. Here's Bouillon from the left circle off the drive. The shot scooped up by Swayman.
I mean, Swayman's been locked in. If he sees a shot, it's getting stopped.
And he shot off a stick. He's saved tonight.
The two goals that go in are off of skates.
26 saves on the night.
That's a routine save. I mean, he sees it. It's a wrist shot. I mean, so I think tonight is the night that you don't get caught up in numbers too much in terms of the amount of shots on goal. But that being said, the Bruins haven't any grade A chances in a while, 5-on-5.
Carlson got one through and on Swayman along the near side boards. Elias Pettersson. Bouillon to Carlson behind the net, taking it toward the far circle, trying to get away from Aspero. Pivots back down toward the end board, picked off behind the net by Hampus Lindholm. Arvidsson through neutral ice. That one got away from Zacha. Roenick back in his own zone here for the Canucks with 11:50 to play. Changing up front, so he takes his time. Skates it out toward his own blue line, pivots away from Middlestat and goes back.
It's that passive 1-2-2 by the Bruins. They want to try to get you right at the red line. Force the dump in.
Camp did the dump in honors that time. Lohrei sent it up the far side. Wielander at the point to keep in. Down into the corner. Camp tried to center. Blocked by Zacha. Gets it to Arvidsson. Breaks it out. Coming up the near side. Rink wide. McAvoy skates onto it along the left wing. He gives it back toward Minton, who lost a handle on it as he tried to get off a shot. McAvoy's got it back. High slot. Takes a shot. That one goes up and over. Minton far circle. Turns it down toward the corner. Into Camp's skates. Pulled free here by Pasternak. Top of the left circle. Tried to cross it for McAvoy. It was blocked. Lohrei to Pasternak. Far circle again. Gives to Husnudinov, bringing back out toward the blue line. And now he turns it back down the wall. Minton push past it in the far corner. McAvoy to Pasternak behind the net. Skates it around to the left wing circle. Throws it across ice. That one blocked off Sherwood. McAvoy near circle to Husnudinov. To Pasternak. In front for McAvoy. And Wielander got a stick on it. Forced it out of play.
Good setup. But that's, I mean, we've been waiting for that, right?
A lot of offensive zone time.
Yeah, it just has not happened for the Bruins here in a while. So that was McAvoy and Lohrei together on that shift. I'm wondering if just in an effort to try to get a little bit more offense, you know, get the D involved in that situation. We'll see if that continues. But McAvoy with a great chance, and Wielander just gets a stick on it. Pretty well defended by the Canucks, all in all, but They really didn't allow anything to Lankin in there, but Bruins with good possession in that offensive zone.
Face off in the offensive zone here. Back to Peak it comes. Zadorov tried to go across to Geekie. It was taken away, and then Geekie got it back from Hronek and got the shot through, and Lankinen makes a second save on a long shot from the point.
Yeah, back to Peak and Zadorov.
Hronek standing between the circles in his own end here. 10:15 to play. Tie game. Kane hit by Steves coming through neutral ice, forced a turnover. Steves is back into the Vancouver zone. Here's Peak. Crossing pass, Geekie one-timer, save made. And the rebound poke checked away from Elias Lindholm.
Yeah, that's two good chances for Geekie. Lankinen making two really good saves on him.
Canucks start out of their zone. Sasson nearly left the puck behind. Now got it to Hronek, and across the line they come. Kane couldn't get it to the front. Blocked by Pete. Geekie sends behind the net to Zadorov. Bruins going left to right here in the third period with 9:35 to go. Zadorov pass up the right side, finds Arvidsson. Trying to get around Ratu. Gets the puck deep. Nylander goes into the near corner against Zacha. Middlestad able to pull the puck behind the net. To the far corner, to the far circle. Cuts back to his forehand, now back to the backhand. Gives to Arvidsson, and his pass is directed out of the zone by Höglander. And now a foot race for it in the Bruins zone. Hampus Lindholm sent it hard around the far side, took a heavy hit. Puck thrown toward the front of the net. Hampus is without a stick, trying to kick that puck away. Here's Nylander with a shot, blocked by Arvidsson.
Nice
Middlestad settles it and clears it.
Well, it was Arvidsson who turned that puck over, so that's a good block by him.
Aspero is without a stick now in the defensive zone. As Höglander lost it, Minton will bring it out. And from just inside the red line, backhands one toward the net. McAvoy's got it near side circle, throws one in front. Husnudinov was coming toward the doorstep, but out of his reach.
It's an expensive shift for the Bruins stick budget there.
Swayman will tee it up for Lohrei, going behind the net, runs into some trouble around the near side wall. And Elias Pettersson able to hold it. Pasternak near the top of the face-off circle, bats at it. Elias Pettersson into the near corner. Carlson throws one in front. That one just missed. Swayman knocks that effort out of play as he directs it over the glass with his stick.
Elias Pettersson was wide open in the slot, and he wanted that one-timer. They tried to force one in front of the net.
8:09 to go. 2-2 here in Vancouver on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord, a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot, or a 0.99% by Ridgeline.
See dealer for financing details.
TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from Pro Shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Card eligibility restrictions and terms apply. Learn more at td.com/TD Garden Perks. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics.
Want the best deal on Bridgestone winter tires? Get to Town Fair Tire and get Bridgestone tires at the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, you get more free services than anywhere else. When you combine Town Fair's guaranteed lowest price with the most free services, you get the guaranteed best deals anywhere on your Bridgestone winter tires. Because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. And you know we mean nobody.
Discount prices, Town Fair Tire.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's. It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 CR-V or a 3.49% APR on a 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Bruins fans, the 2026 Pucks and Pups calendar is here. The calendar features your favorite Bruins players and their furry best friends. It's the perfect way to start planning for the new year. Visit BostonProShop.com or stop by the Pro Shop powered by 47 at the Hub on Causeway to grab yours in support of the Boston Bruins Foundation and MSPCA Angel. 8:09 to go, 2-2. is our score. Face-off win in the defensive zone by Sean Corrali. Puck is wrapped through neutral ice here. Kastelik in a battle with Tyler Myers. Puck taken behind the net by Hronek. And the Canucks break out.
Double shift here for David Pastrnak.
Glove down by Peak. Lost it. Sherwood fires one wide. Camp in the near corner against Peak. Puck sent behind the net by O'Connor. Sherwood fires from a wide angle off the far wall. Near side boards Hronek. Back down to O'Connor in the corner. Camp from behind the net to Sherwood off balance. One-timer went wide. Hronek play it back down deep again. Corrali gets a stick on that. Kicked off Pastrnak. And Camp will play it back around. Zadorov in the far corner has space as Vancouver will back off and go for a change.
Yeah, so will the Bruins.
7:18 to go. Zadorov standing behind the Boston net. Pass up the middle here for Elias Lindholm. Near the red line. He backhands it down into the left wing corner and chases. Turned around near side. Aspero will push it back down the wall to the bottom of the circle and throws it right through the crease. Hampus Lindholm for the far side wall. Got the shot through, and Lankinen the save as Sasson takes a tumble in front of the net courtesy of Aspero.
Well, Aspero took a little whack at Lankinen, and Sasson came in, but kind of lost his balance going after him.
6:57 to go here in regulation of a tie game.
Fans, hockey season is a perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business, and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best-built boilers.
Jonathan Aspero scored his second goal in 21 NHL games on Wednesday night.
Looking for a tip in there.
Yeah. Spending some time in front of the net. Here's Aspero with a one-timer blocked by Ogren. Steve's high slot, and that one goes wide. Near corner, Marcus Pettersson able to pull around Geekie. Ratu through the neutral ice. Coming up that right wing side. Forced into the corner by Hampus Lindholm. Aspero sent it up the far side. Vilander pinching in. Steve's got it through him. Geekie just inside the Vancouver line. Sent it across. Deflected and just out of Elias Lindholm's reach. Near side corner. Steves back to McAvoy at the right point. Didn't have any help on the far side as they were changing. Zadorov just coming on. He's got it now near circle, and his pass is picked off by Ogren. Ogren, Ratu, just inside the Boston line. Return pass for Ogren missed. Zadorov got it from Steves and up the near side out to center ice. Myers bats it back to the Boston blue line. Carlson steps in. Left circle. Elias Pettersson moves in. Backhander hit the outside of the net. Swayman stayed with him. Behind the net, Zadorov able to win that from Elias Pettersson. Middlestat out towards center ice to Arvidsson. And deep it goes. 5:45 left in regulation. Zaka to Peak at the right point. Over to Laura. Thrown toward the far circle. Elias Pettersson bats it ahead. Carlson gives it back to him. Comes to the Boston line. Elias Pettersson, top of the left circle.
Zaka trying not to reach in that time. He's on the back pressure, but doesn't want to take a penalty.
Able to keep him from getting off a shot. Bouillon at the left point, holding in. Sherwood got knocked down along the near side boards. That drew a crowd reaction. Hronek throws it back down deep for DeBrusk. Against Peak in behind the net. Peak turns the puck free. Lorai from the far corner. Puck jumped off the top of the dasher. Middlestat couldn't bat it out of the zone. Here's Camp, left wing circle. Lorai sliding across, made the block there. Second effort. Swayman made the save. Third one gets blocked. Hronek with a shot that goes up over the net. Bodies all over the place in front. Camp at the back of the net. Brings into the left wing corner. Bouillon at the left point. Moving along the center of the blue line. Shot. That one blocked by Peak in front. It'll come back down along the end boards as Sherwood and Peak spin each other out. Zaka backhands to Middlestat at the top of the face-off circle. He'll send it softly up the left wing and give the Bruins a chance to change. 4:25 to play in regulation in a 2-2 game. Hronek from his own blue line. Gets Besser going through center ice. Chipped into the left wing corner. Aspero backhanded up the near wall. Husnudinov got it out of the zone, but Marcus Pettersson regains for the Canucks. Sasson skates through the red line. Pass to the right side. Vilander down the right circle. Throws it off Swayman, and it ricochets up and out of play over the glass near side. 3:56 to play here in the third period. It's the Bruins 2 and Vancouver 2. On the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Engines rev, are you listening?
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Accord, Civic, CR-V, or HR-V. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days with a great deal on your favorite Honda today.
Driving in a Honda wonderland.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
3:56 remaining in regulation. Bruins and Canucks tied at 2. Boston able to fend off some decent opportunities with quite a few blocked shots on that last.
Yeah, better than decent. Really good chances there for Vancouver. I think a little lack of composure by the Bruins, a little bit, and a good push by the Canucks. Swayman been calm all night. Made a couple of saves there. I think they missed the net a couple times, and also aided by a couple blocks.
Here's Zadorov. Pass up the middle, finds Pasternak coming through neutral. On the right wing side for Zacha. Forced into the corner by Marcus Pettersson. They do battle.
Different line for, they're changing a lot of things up right now.
Yeah, Busnadinov and Zacha with Pasternak here.
Pasternak misfired there. Fanned on it.
Elias Pettersson directs it into the Bruins zone. Swayman comes out to the trapezoid. McAvoy keeps it moving up the near side. Busnadinov will crisscross with Pasternak. Gives it Pasta on the right wing side. Throws it back across. And that one broken up. And Carlson will turn back to center ice. And then he gets lined up and decked by McAvoy.
Good angle there by McAvoy. He wasn't giving anything away.
3:12 to go. Hampus Lindholm. Pass to Minton. Cutting to the right side. Pushed down toward the corner. Tyler Myers behind the net. Hronek near side circle. Sasson coming up the left side here for Vancouver. With speed, Aspero tracks him along the end wall, cuts back toward the near side. Off the wall, it got through Hronek, and he'll have to race back to get it at his own blue line. Myers joins him and gives him back the puck along the near side. 2:37 to go. As Hronek starts it forward to Camp.
That's an icing.
Oh, he was shy of the red line. Swayman didn't realize it.
They were going to call it. The back linesman had it called, but Swayman went out to play it.
Steves will dump into the near corner. Vilander turned it back toward the near side. But jumps into the air. Geeky swats at it. Steves turns around and fires through the slot. Lorai's got it off the far wall. Down the face-off circle he comes, and his shot gets blocked up over the glass by Vilander.
Yeah, so that they're trying to induce that, right? To get the dump before the red line. That when it's played, when that 1-2-2 in the neutral zone is done correctly and well, and tight checking there, they'll force the dump before the red line, and it would have been an icing. Swayman doesn't realize he's going out to play it.
They'll get a face-off in the attack zone here with 2:09 left. Middlestat going to take it to that far circle against Ratu. And And he wins the draw. Zaka gets it back to Lorai at the left point. Now to Arvidsson, top of the left circle. Shot gets blocked and goes over the glass in the near corner.
Well, they had a set play there, but good block by the Canucks. I think that was Myers that stepped out there.
2:02 left now.
Vancouver will make one change. It's the centerman.
Yeah, Camp will come out to replace Ratu.
You lost that draw. You're not going to get another chance.
Bruins have won 27 faceoffs to 14 for the Canucks tonight. They do not drop this one. Middlestad's going to get kicked out of the circle. Zaka will replace him. And this one kicks on to Hronek. Elias Pettersson will just push it up the left wing side. Peak is back for the Bruins. To Lorai. It's in front of the Boston bench. Try to play it up the left wing side. Camp has it back for the Canucks with 1:45 to go. Hronek from its own blue line. Coming up toward the red. Cutting to the right. Gets the dump in. Around the near side wall. Höglander from the corner. Will rim it around far side. Zach will be first man to it. Turns, fires across ice, right wing side for Arvidsson. And it battle his way past Hronek, gets down into the right corner, left the puck behind as the referee
got taken out.
Wiped out behind the net.
It's the second time in 2 games the referee's been taken out here in Vancouver.
And they 10 to go here in the third. Hronek will clear the puck. That's going to go for an icing, though. So with 1:04 left, face-off coming in the offensive zone here.
The referee's trying to shake that off. So the other day, yesterday, in fact, we saw a highlight where, you know, during the commercial timeouts, there's an ice crew that comes out with shovels to pick up all the excess snow that's to keep the ice surface as clean as possible. And one of the people that were pushing the shovel took out one of the referees. The referee didn't see her coming, and he got wiped out. Glad he was okay, and glad this referee's okay. But
well, you know it's a dangerous job during run of play. You're not expecting to get taken out during a TV timeout.
By a shovel.
Face off in the offensive zone here for Minton, able to get a skate and kick it back towards Zadorov. Back to Minton, turns and fires. Lankinen knocks it down to the top of the crease. Minton, who's already got one in his return home tonight.
Had a chance to win it right there.
He gets it back into the offensive zone. Plays into the right wing corner toward Pasternak. Back of the net. Pasternak able to get it back. Against Hronek along the end boards. Kusnedinov gets involved as well. 35 seconds to go in regulation. Zadorov along the far side. Hash marks. Besser able to reach in and take that puck away. But loosened it up, and Kusnedinov will play it back in behind. Around near side, Hronek first to it in the corner. Kusnedinov along the near boards against DeBrusk. Canucks will get it cleared, and McAvoy will skate back to it with 15 seconds to play in regulation. He stops behind the net.
I think he's going to take the point.
Crowd not happy with that, but their team's going to get a point too.
Well, they're not chasing either.
Yeah, Elias Pettersson was happy to just stand in front of the net, let the clock tick off, and we'll battle for the extra point in overtime. Neither team found the back of the net in the third period, so it's 2-2 as we go to a 3-on-3 5 minutes when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CRV at your local Honda dealers.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for feeding the puck for families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Want the lowest price on name brand tires? Town Fair Tire beats all the competition. We beat the wholesale clubs. We beat online prices. We beat all local tire dealers. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Hit 98.5 thesportshub.com.
On to overtime we go here in Vancouver in a 2-2 game. Second time these teams have met this year, and both of them have extended beyond 60 minutes. Vancouver won the other one in a shootout.
Yeah, I think both teams have been better today than they were the last time that they met. I didn't think Vancouver had a whole lot in that game. I just thought the Bruins made a lot of mistakes that they would have liked to have had back.
Bruins 4-1 in games decided in the 3-on-3 so far this year. In one case, a 4-on-3. That was the one loss. They've been to a shootout 3 times. So this is 9th overtime game for Boston this season. It is the 10th for the Canucks. They've got 2 overtime game winners that belong to Kiefer Sherwood and Brock Besser.
Well, better not go to a shootout against Lincoln.
He's the all-time best at it. We'll talk about that if we get there. Face-off win by the Bruins as Zacha jumps out there to join McAvoy and Pasternak. McAvoy with the puck at the offensive blue line. Gives to Zacha. He'll carry into the zone. McAvoy along the near side circle. Skates down in behind the net against Elias Pettersson. Peels away from him. Centered for Zacha. Broken up as he tried to one-time that on. McAvoy out near the blue line has it back. Hands to Zacha. Zacha cuts to his left, gives to Pasternak, cutting across toward the far side of the ice. Got a little moving pick there.
Yep.
Turns along the far wall, gives to McAvoy. They'll back it out of the zone. 4:20 to go. Pasternak from center ice. Gives it back toward the near side to Geekie just on. Left circle, hit the post!
Twice.
From the top of the circle, his second of the night.
Twice today. Same glove side.
Had one in the first period and another one here in overtime.
You could hear that. He got that solid.
There's DeBrusque forced back into the corner along the near side wall. Elias Lindholm's lost his stick. Hampus Lindholm able to win the puck back from Elias Pettersson.
That was big right there, baby. Elias is going to the bench.
Minton has jumped on. Hampus brings to center ice, gives it to Geekie. Geekie cutting to the left wing side and across the line. Down the left circle, he comes around DeBrusque, trying to get it in front. Slipped off into the far corner.
We had a forward there.
Hampus Lindholm able to keep it deep against DeBrusque. But it comes loose to Sherwood in the far circle, and he pivots back behind the net. So Vancouver in possession with 3:14 to go here in overtime. Vilander will start them out. Now it gives it off to Besser. Canucks moving from left to right. Besser carries to the Boston line. Deals back away from Lorei. Deals it back out to the red line for Sherwood.
Interesting going with Lorei as the lone defenseman. Zadorov usually gets some reps here in overtime.
Besser to Sherwood. Turning toward that far side. Now picks up steam coming to the attacking blue line. Lost it there. Besser brings in just onside. Cuts the right wing circle. Can't get into shooting position. Forced back out.
I think Marco Sturm wants to win this in overtime. He doesn't want to go against Lankinen in the shootout.
William back inside his own zone with 2:25 to go here in OT. Sasson will skate it through center ice. Knocked off his stick and back into the Bruins' end, but Zacha is there. He sends up the right side. McAvoy forced backward near the red line. Turns toward the near side of the rink and now pivots back into the middle. On the left side, he's got Zacha with some speed. Leaves off for Pasternak. Left circle shot was blocked by Bouillon. Kept alive by McAvoy. Pasternak left circle, steps in behind the net. Minute 50 to go here in OT. Zacha will go around behind. To the far circle. Sends it across. Pasternak one-timer and Sasson got a piece of that. And now a foot race the other way. It's Ogren with a half a step on McAvoy. Swayman makes the stop on the shot in the left circle. Loose puck in front, cleared away by Zacha. A little too far for Pasternak. 90 seconds to go in overtime. Elias Pettersson to DeBrusque. His shot blocked by Hampus Lindholm. They do battle in the near corner. Geekie gets involved as well. Puck squirts free and Elias Lindholm has it. He will turn from the near circle, cross ice to Geekie, trying to get possession, and he stumbled going backward, hit a rut.
He ran into the boards.
Hampus Lindholm gets it back, though, at the blue line with 1:03 to go. Geekie carries in across the Vancouver line and then turns it right back out towards center. Elias Lindholm will jump off. Minton will jump on. Geekie skates it up through center ice. In across the line. Cuts to the right wing circle and then bats it back. As the puck started to jump away from him, just bats it back towards Swayman.
Yeah, plus he needed a line change.
35 seconds left in OT. Minton picks up from Swayman. Minton to center ice. Left wing side for Warai and across. Minton near side boards. Turns away from Sherwood. Gets it across to Pasternak. High slot shot. Glove save, rebound, score! It's Fraser Minton! The hometown hero wins it 3-2 for the Bruins. His second overtime game winner this year. His second goal of the night.
Parked right on the doorstep. He stopped right there. Got that puck to Pasternak. Pasternak with the shot. Lankinen leaves a rebound, and Fraser Minton chips it home on the backhand. That was Sherwood that was trying to cover him in front of the net. Oh, that's got to feel good. He had a chance to win it in regulation. It was a good save by Lankinen. His second goal of the game and the game winner. That's his second game winner in overtime this season.
What a dream night for Fraser Minton. Grew up within walking distance of this building. And gets 2 goals, including the OT game winner.
He outworked Sherwood along the boards to get that puck to Pasternak, and then he got great body position on him right at the top of the blue paint before Sherwood could recover and get back there. And he gets the rebound on him.
Bruins with a 3-2 victory here tonight in Vancouver. Make it 2 wins in a row. And we'll be back with the recap next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.